we're apparently live. So let me find OBS under all this shit. There we go.
And found.
So hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the Bethesda stream and live stream, and we're kind of wondering what's going on so far. What we've seen of their pre-show, it's actually been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're doing trivia.
yeah, they're doing trivia right now. Kind of feels like a bar. It feels like something you should have in a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what to look forward to this year. I mean, looking back, they've had Elder Scrolls in the last few years. They got Elder Scrolls Online, which I'm sure they'll probably push in some kind of weird
Probably
way.
a new expansion or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. They've got the Elder Scrolls card game coming out too. They'll probably talk about
Yeah.
it.
They're gonna probably push the hell out of that.
Yeah. And then we got Doom just came out, which is like a terrible time for E3, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
And they'll probably show like new maps, which I'm not interested in. Hopefully, there's like more single player stuff coming up. Everybody, for some reason, is thinking Quake, and it's like Doom just came out.
So,
I mean, I could see them doing that, but the thing is, they didn't have enough time to like gauge how well it did before they decide if they're
Yeah,
gonna.
I don't think there's gonna be any Quake or anything. To be honest with you, I don't see
Yeah.
that.
that's a fair assessment.
Like-
I think maybe an announcement, but that would be it.
Yeah, like I bet they're gonna
Yeah,
work
yeah.
on it. I just think it's too soon for them to talk about it.
I think it's too soon to announce it,
Yeah, maybe.
because I think that would then like probably maybe like people would all of a sudden lose interest in Doom or something. I don't know. If I was a game company, I would probably put my efforts in something that's a little bit closer than just say, "Hey, here's Quake. It's coming out in 2 or 3 years."
That's true, and that doesn't seem like Bethesda's style to
No.
just vaguely mention something. If you think about what they did with Fallout last year,
Yeah.
like they just stayed silent on Fallout for years until they're like, "All right, we have enough to actually show you."
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. I don't know what they're gonna show. And then there's like a rumor of possible Elder Scrolls, but so far everything I've seen, it looks like it was like almost fan made. It wasn't like a leak or anything.
I
So
can see the remastered for Skyrim happening.
Yeah, there were rumors about that.
One, because
Yeah.
that's what I think they kind of need it, because let's be honest, the console versions of Skyrim were kind of poopy.
They're meh.
Yeah, I mean the PS3 one was a total mess.
yeah, I don't. It'd be weird for PC though. I don't see any way that you'd make a version of Skyrim unless it could
No,
use
they-
existing mods. Because
Right.
be honest, what did they got a demon
Well, for
mocap?
yeah. I think for PC, I don't see them doing a remastered. But I mean, for PS4 and Xbox One, having a remastered version.
Yeah, and it just lets you know you're still echoing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we're looking at here. It's gonna be interesting. If they show the Evil Within 2, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, that's probably happening.
God damn it. It's like, I don't know what they have. It's like,
I'm just witnessing just weird crap happening in the background.
Shame.
Burn it at the stake. What is up with the box? Is that from Evil Within?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get some audio going on here.
This is your game. This is your game on
Bugs.
It's mine.
Nice.
We get it.
The coolest thing about working at id is that it makes me the coolest mom ever.
Now, according to the diagram, I would have to
Yeah.
conclude that goatee isn't even a beard at all.
Plan B.
I'm gonna move some shuffling around here, and hopefully this doesn't screw everything up.
Like, I don't even know what is going on in this, but it's great.
Have you seen Todd?
There's
I
10
have
hours of fucking
no
thing.
idea. Dude, don't do that.
Right before the show, I was talking about how it feels like Bethesda gets it.
Yeah.
And so right now, at the setting right now, like just in this pre-show, I'm laughing because they get the humor, they get what they're trying to promote out there.
Yeah.
Where like, is EA was an okay show. It was one of their better ones, but they they focus too much on like FIFA and whatnot. Even though FIFA didn't look that bad, but like they focus so much on the stuff that the hardcore gaming people who are watching it care about. Where Bethesda's like, no, we're gonna show you what you care about every single time.
Yeah. It's
So,
and you know, and it's funny. Everybody's so willing to count them out every single time on like everything. It happened with Wolfenstein, right? Like Wolfenstein came out and everybody's like, "Oh, this is gonna suck." All the Wolfenstein remakes have been terrible, and it came out and they fucking killed it, right? And same thing with like Doom. It's kind of crazy.
My downstairs is vibrating. Somebody blasting the bass. Jesus Christ.
I feel so backwards in the camera. Oh, I go this way, and it makes me go that way.
Yeah. You can flip that in OBS, can't you?
I've done enough in OBS. It's running. Let's leave it alone.
It works. I'm not touching it.
You have no idea how many freaking windows are on these monitors right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy dicks.
all right, hold on. Let's see.
Lots of episodes.
Oh, the pink teddy bear?
Huh?
Teddy bear. What?
Oh, it's Tuco's grill. Yeah, I remember them playing Rage in that game or in the show.
Oh.
Also, Steve, remember keep a
I
thing
have
on your mute.
I have been.
Okay, cool.
Do you have two microphones on, Joe?
I mean, we both have one on our
I do
headsets.
Huh?
It's just 'cause he's sitting
Yeah,
right
we
behind
each
me.
have a headset, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't hear Steve at all.
Not just world-class developers.
Well, you're not
but
gonna hear-
also aspiring filmmakers.
Wait, can you hear
Shame we
Steve?
didn't see more of you.
Can't even-
Not when
Can't
he
hear me at all?
talks. No, I can't hear Steve when he's like he's
Oh,
not
I-
echoing when he talks.
The really
Right.
good stuff starts
Right.
at the top of the hour.
No,
of
it's
the
his
showcase.
microphone is
Or
picking
at least when
me
you
up,
bring in the
but my
big guns,
microphone's not
more
picking
David
him up.
Webb and Adam Sessler.
No,
We'll
his
start
your
the
microphone's picking
official
him up
pre-show in just
or
a
something
little
like that. I don't
Mine
know.
That's right.
No.
I
Unless
just hear an
were
echo when you
radioactive
talk.
rock, last year you knew
Right.
that Fallout 4
Yeah.
got
God
its full
damn it.
reveal at the showcase. Speaking of Fallout 4, let's look at some
All right,
amazing
Steve,
content
back away a little
and then
bit.
more trivia.
I don't know. I just
Or not.
roll with it.
Yeah. Right. Whatever. It's not a huge deal.
We fucked up.
We're fine.
God damn it, Tyrese.
Gotta earn that paycheck, Tyrese.
Oh, you know they'll probably show a lot of Fallout 4
Yeah,
DLC.
Yeah.
I have a confession to make.
Huh?
I have Fallout 4 and the season pass, and I really haven't played any of it.
How do you function?
I have it too. I've only played it for like 8 hours total.
You want to see something crazy? Hold on a second.
What?
I have something weird for PC. It's a boxed copy.
What?
Actually, no, put this on.
Fallout 4.
This will give you better head protection.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. You guys can't see me.
There's my
You can see it on
guy.
stream now.
Yeah, I gotta wait till it comes up in stream.
The funny thing about this is I don't know why they make these. It's literally one disc, and it has like
Right.
5 gigs of the game, and it has to download the other 20.
Yeah, I actually got that too. I got it for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. The cool thing about this though is the poster in it, which I'm gonna hang up.
Like, how do I sound just through Steve's mic?
You sound like crap.
I figured.
I don't have mine on right now.
And then this is weird. This is the season pass for Fallout in a case on PC, which when you open it, it's just a code and has no disc.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the irony.
makes sense to be honest.
That piano is beautiful.
It is.
Glorious.
Yeah, turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little quiet for some reason, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just a video.
Yeah. that
Poco
piano.
version.
My lord.
Gooey.
So much polka, it hurts.
Is it Todd?
I mean, that's the one everybody knows.
It's behind.
There we go. Got a tweet out.
Yay.
Let me retweet that.
Tweet, tweet.
Man, tweet, motherfucker.
Surprise.
By the way,
motherfucker.
after we got off, me and
Chris.
yeah, thanks. Brain fart. Me and Chris were watching Battlefield, the 64-man single player, and they didn't just have
Multiplayer.
your multiplayer yet, and they didn't just have the what's her name, that Zac Efron and Jamie Foxx or whatever. They had like other
There are all
stars on
sorts
there
of people.
too. There was Snoop
Yes.
Dogg playing, and he had a fucking blunt in his mouth while he was playing. We were watching Giant Bomb, and it was funny because Giant Bomb like had a chalkboard behind him for some reason, and they just cut to him all of a sudden, and they're all pointing at the chalkboard, and it says weed.
How many times do you see him smoothed out? Twice. Got it.
They're all like weed.
How many bullets has that man got? 3.
I'm gonna say Skynet.
Skynet.
I want it to be Skynet.
Ooh, it's Future Shock.
Aw. Mouse look. By default. Now that makes me wonder.
No Chris Isaac questions.
Brink?
Evil Within.
New Order.
Oh, it's New Order.
Dang it, we are doing terrible.
Terrible. We're just.
Well, how did I know that was
Bethesda
Chris
fans.
Isaac? It's not he's relevant anyways.
The Bethesda E3 showcase.
Or as we say in social media, BE3.
Before we look forward, let's take a look back at some more fan
that was
tributes
painful.
for a little game we call Skyrim.
And after that, the final round of trivia.
Okay.
The production quality on this is great.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna sneak over behind that
Totally
rock,
can tell it's not green screen.
and then I'm gonna go over here. Son of a.
Skyrim music.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think are the odds of us seeing a new Elder Scrolls?
It's time. I think it's time now.
I don't think it'll be till next year.
I think I'm more with Steve on this one.
I think
it'll make it weird.
realistically, so my feeling is it's time. Realistically, I think it's actually 2 years because I think they ate up a lot of that doing the online game.
Yeah. I mean, I want them to make a new one. I hope they announce it, but I just don't think.
Also, I think they'll do the thing what they did with Fallout.
What's
where
that?
They won't announce it. When it comes out that year is when they'll announce it.
No.
Yeah.
You think so?
I mean, it has been 5 years. Normally they release it new Elder Scrolls every 5 years.
True. Has it? Wait.
Yeah, it came out in 2011.
Shit, you're right. It's possible. But Elder Scrolls Online, I think it might.
Yeah,
set back.
that might have messed up the schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Oh man, so pretty on piano.
Yeah.
There goes my mic. I just smacked it off its side.
You need to treat it like it's your girlfriend.
Oh, did he smack it hard?
Go down.
That's not what I meant.
That's how the cops show up at the house.
Oh, I love Dan Bull's version of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Thing.
It was awesome.
Dan Bull.
Denver!
Is this 2001? I feel like I should be landing on a moon base.
I'm gonna go with William Joseph.
Oh, because he's Billy Joseph.
Huh?
BJ. He's BJ.
Are you offering something?
Maybe. Maybe. Well, certainly.
Quick.
No.
I guess.
1.0 deathmatch.
I don't remember ever playing Doom multiplayer.
Oh, I definitely played the shit out of it.
Like, I didn't do it until Quake came out.
No, it's incorrect. I do multiplayer. I was born in the lag.
Trick question, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Hey, we're recording to the hard drive too. It's working. Yeah. It might not be working. Hold on a sec.
I got excited for nothing.
Did anybody actually play Wet?
No,
I
No.
played the demo.
I didn't play it. But I did.
How was the demo?
Multiplayer.
It was okay, but it wasn't enough to get me to buy the real version.
Did you make you want to drink yourself into a coma?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, thought so.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not very good.
That's not a good game.
I just want to say I've learned today why i7s are for content creation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Glorious.
it's using 10%.
So powerful. Machine games, Wolfenstein New Order. I'm gonna go with C.
Poor i5. I loved you.
What are you gonna do with it now?
Look, we're
Actually, I
almost
made a
there.
trade
Thanks
for it.
watching the BE3
Oh.
pre show.
He did.
I'm gonna go jump on Twitter and start collecting your fan questions for the BE3 Plus.
What'd you trade it for?
That's a great idea.
i7.
Matt. And with that, we'll
Oh,
toss it over
okay.
to Adam
But they
Sessler
wanted
and
less
Morgan
power?
Webb. Thanks,
Long
everyone.
story, I'll tell you
Enjoy
later.
the big show.
Okay.
Bye.
It's not like
Bye.
that. Okay, here we go.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
My
wow,
name is
there.
Morgan Webb,
And I'm Adam Sessler.
and we would like to welcome everyone to the
they're actually
2016
hosting
Bethesda E3
Yeah.
Showcase.
Yeah.
We are inside the LA hangar.
I need you guys to say
This
something.
massive space that Bethesda
Drugs
has
are
really
bad,
taken
Kay.
over and built
Something.
out special
Something.
for this year's big event. This venue
Things
is
are
so
really
big
bad
it's
right now.
actually become the 6th largest theater in the state of California.
And we're here with almost 2,000 people, including press, industry stalwarts, and most importantly,
Hopefully that's good.
hundreds of Bethesda's biggest fans. Just like
And
last
happy
year's
Asian
showcase,
Day.
Bethesda has opened the
Adam
doors to
Sessler.
people who play their games.
Yeah, I know.
Along
You
with
had
all
his
of you
back
watching
like a
this
couple of
live
weeks
stream,
ago, though.
We'll be getting a first
Who,
look
me?
at the games to play
No, Adam
for
Sessler.
years to come.
Oh,
And
who
the
was? Wait,
showcase
what?
is going to begin
What
in
about
Hey,
about
Joe,
30 minutes, but it's
do
not
you
just
or
about
Steve
doing
mind
the show.
muting your
Right
microphone
after the
and
showcase,
checking the
we'll be back
levels?
here live with exclusive interviews with all the developers behind the games you just saw on stage.
It'll all take place during what Bethesda is calling
Does Steve
BE3
sound a little bit
Yeah.
louder?
A big
No,
celebration
I'm trying to.
of live game
Like I
demos
said,
and
you guys
more.
are mixed
We'll
in with the
take you
desktop
inside
audio, so I
BE3
can't
Plus,
hear
show you all the
without
amazing
polluting
stuff
the
that's
stream.
on display, and dig deep to reveal even more info about all the games you'll see tonight.
Okay,
So
everybody
be sure
else
to
say
stick
stuff
around
in
for
the chat so
entire
he can
live
hear that
stream
too.
and follow us throughout the event
Alright,
on Twitter
that works.
at Bethesda
Alright, can you hear
using
this?
the
Can you hear
hashtag
this right now?
BE3. So send us your comments, and if we
Pablo
answer one
could
of your
hear us.
questions on air, you might even win something awesome that I can't show you yet. Trust me.
Is it you?
want it.
You actually do.
Because you're
Yeah.
adorable.
Just a year ago,
Okay, it's not
Morgan and I
sounding bad.
reunited for the first time in years to host the pre and post show for Bethesda's first ever showcase.
Yes, and it is good to be back together again.
I would say so. Now, do I look older or just balder?
I wouldn't open
Sounded
that
good.
door.
He looks the same. He's just
Well,
bald.
he
what
does.
has
He looks
happened the past
identical.
year, for example,
This is
Bethesda
exactly
released a
as he
small
was.
game,
He just shaved his head.
The Fallout 4.
Oh,
Which is a smarter move.
I have heard of that game.
Yes, and somehow it managed to be one of the biggest releases of 2015. You know, I actually am still playing Fallout 4. Not because I'm inept.
No?
Well, not because I'm inept in playing Fallout 4. I'm an inept in other things. But because Bethesda's managed to release 3 different add-ons. The most recent one is Far Harbor, which I've only just begun to explore.
Yeah, it's huge. It's actually the largest landmass of any Bethesda add-on. It's even bigger than Skyrim's Shivering Isles. Plus, it's got that spooky vibe.
Did you say
Something's
Skyrim
going
Shivering
on up
Isles?
in
'Cause you
Maine.
screwed that
So how about we
up.
take a look at Far
Yeah.
Harbor right now?
No, I think they were talking about size.
Please,
She
bring
still
my daughter
screwed it
home.
up.
No, she
She's
isn't.
wrong.
She isn't saying
But she
Fallout.
said Skyrim. Maybe she's saying both of them.
No.
No. There's.
Shivering Isles wasn't in Skyrim.
Right, it is Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
No one caught that.
Oh, who cares?
What? I didn't hear anything.
Everyone tear apart.
It's fine.
I know what she's talking about though, size-wise.
Right.
The fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around.
Bar Harbor has a right to the truth.
What I've seen of people playing this so far, it looks really good.
Bar Harbor need only peer out their windows to look upon the face of Atom himself, given form in holy fog.
I know peace can still be achieved.
Peace? You call murdering one of ours peace?
Careful. This could get out of hand real fast.
Is it the architect? Oh, okay.
Bahaba.
See, creepy.
Yes.
Creepy and fun. Here's another fun fact.
Yeah.
I love bipedal fish creatures. They're my only friends in my fantasy life.
They have the lures on their heads. They're really
Exactly. So, Morgan, do you
Yes.
actually have a favorite moment from Fallout 4?
cool. I spent so much time getting my settlements up and running and trying to make them look a little bit nicer. I mean, slapping a painting on that rotted out wall, I think it really spruces the place up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes. It really ties the whole lean-to together.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
like,
have to be honest, I really love the
that's probably the one part of Fallout 4 I
and
care the
really,
least about.
Really did try to make
Really?
it
yeah, the
nicer.
I thought it was
And
cool,
I
but it's
failed
just
all
too
of them.
much. Like I
Even
can't
in the
spend so much time
apocalypse,
on
I
all
am not
that.
Jonathan Adler.
I think they should
I
be
can't
happy
pay
that they
attention
have
to
friends.
what
I
I'm
mean, they
murdering
always
and then
complain
go,
about their sleeping
alright,
bags.
how's
Hey.
the trade routes
Did they
going?
not
Makers
see
of
my
Fallout,
painting?
thank you for
I
adding
tried
another
to that
freaking
myself.
150 hours onto the already big game.
Paint. No,
Yeah.
I got to the point where I'd just be slapping down a sleeping bag in my
Take
head.
my
Is
song.
that good enough for you?
Playing
Oh,
something like
you
that.
want a roof
Right, I mean,
over
it's
your
a
head,
cool
I see.
thing,
Well,
it's
too
just I
bad,
couldn't
because
get into
this
it.
is what you get.
Right.
What other
Right, yeah,
people
it's more
actually can
personal.
pull off in creating those settlements is absolutely incredible.
I know, they did better than me, so you guys should get ready to get jealous.
So is this gonna be like everyone's like settlements they've been making?
I guess.
So is this actually the show or is it still the pre-show?
This might
I
be
think
their
it's the
actual
pre-
pre-show. What's
I
up,
think
Crafty
it's the
Hack?
actual pre-show, yeah.
No, this is kind of like their pre-show. They actually had a pre-show that was actually pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I like the claymation Doom.
I
was
missed
the
that.
Great.
most fun.
Right now, they're just talking about Fallout 4 and DLC and stuff that people made in it. Crafty, if you need me to add more volume to the stream, just let me know. Those things were gyrating in a very sexy way.
Did you guys try modding Fallout 4 at all?
Yes. It's not
Was
easy.
it good?
It's
No,
not
really?
easy. Well, I tried it before the actual mod tools were released too, so that could be awesome.
That's probably why.
I never even got into that.
That is cool as hell right there.
Yeah, like
All right. I think this is
Mega
true
Man.
for many
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I love the setting
Powered
of
by
Fallout
Fire,
4, especially
also,
on those denser parts of
go.
Boston, and how it juxtaposed that Fallout sci-fi with
you leaving,
actual
Terman?
historical locale.
Yeah, I'm
I also
leaving
remember
'cause
just
I've
how
been
awestruck
forced
I
to go
was
get
the
some
first time I
people.
stepped into Diamond
Oh,
City.
okay.
It was just
Alright.
Thanks for
wow,
joining us,
this is like some kind
Yeah,
of odd
see you later, man.
See you around.
fantasy horror in my mind.
Yes, the great green jewel.
Yes.
You guys should totally try the power noodles. They're worth the price.
I like how Crafty came in here. He's like, did I miss anything?
A little surprised.
Let's roll
about
six.
No one ever really presented
I'm sorry.
baseball from a survivalist perspective before, so it really kind of got
Alright.
to me. Now, there was also this time, and this is very, very true. I stepped inside the Massachusetts State House just to like maybe pick up some aluminum and some glue because you know you
Aluminium.
all glue in
You
the
have a
world.
lot of people relying on you.
Now, about 2 hours later, I'm still there. I don't know how far underground I'm going, and I'm just fighting bigger and bigger Mirelurks. It was just one of those wonderful, surprising moments about the game.
Yeah, so who's your favorite character?
Nick Valentine, hands
Okay.
down. He's actually probably one of my most favorite characters in any game.
That one
ever.
guy in the
I
back
love
with the
detectives.
green
If
shirt.
I lived in
Yeah.
a fantasy world where things were more mysterious. I would be a detective. So hanging with him and going through his special quest was just deeply satisfying.
I'm waiting
The
for-
idea of
Girl
having
next to
a
him with
world-weary
sunglasses
noir robot
as a
gumshoe as your buddy,
I'm just weirdly excited to see what's going to happen this one because I have no freaking
I
clue
can
what
say
they're
that
doing.
my favorite thing actually was
This is-
Right.
having the Pip-Boy on my iPad.
I mean, Dishonored
I'm
2
completely obsessed
is-
with it. It
if
made
I
it
can
very
talk about that a
convenient.
bit.
I can probably blame some of
Right,
my
that's like the only thing I know for sure.
Yeah, everything else is just
playing on my iPad.
speculation.
I'm leveling up. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, I'm not leveling up anymore. Why isn't this working any? Oh.
Yes.
Right.
Well, speaking of tablets.
Yes.
Transition.
I love it.
We can't forget about Fallout Shelter. At last year's showcase, Bethesda both
Is it
announced
weird that I kinda
and
miss these
released
two
Fallout
together?
Shelter.
Like, I don't
And
see them
since
as
then,
much anymore.
it has become the
No.
most played title from Bethesda.
Mostly
Game
Morgan
Studios.
Webb. He's doing consulting now for a lot of video game companies.
Right, I don't know what she's doing.
I have no clue what she's doing.
Kids are useless. Oh, I did name one of them after you, though.
I really hope you didn't send him to the barbershop for a haircut.
No, because I systematically bred baldness out of my balls.
You monster! Oh, okay. Can you at least put me in a room with the parrot? I love the pets in the game, but I'm
Yeah.
all down with the parrots.
All right, I will hook you up with a parrot to make all your weirdo pirate fantasies.
Argy.
Weird.
There
It
are
is
other
weird.
updates to Fallout Shelter. They also added extra crafting items. They added a day and night cycle, new weapons and armor, and new characters, incling old Longfellow.
I think I finally gave up on Fallout Shelter a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I was playing it for a long time.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Shelter, though, is not the only place where you can be
That'd be
crafted.
funny if they
Bethesda
announced
began to
another
officially support mods for
Android
Fallout 4
game.
with the release of the PC Creation Kit in April, and you can now check out the thousands of available mods and install them directly in your game, or you can browse them online at Bethesda.net.
Now, even better, Fallout 4 mods are not limited to just the PC anymore. While they're still created on the PC, you can now install mods
Did you hear
on
they,
the console.
like, ported
In May,
kind of a bunch
mods
of,
came to Xbox One,
mods
and they're arriving
to
on
the console,
PlayStation 4 and later
Bethesda.
this month.
So
Totally
let's
took
take a
them from
look
people.
at some of the coolest
No, I didn't hear
mods
that.
for mods.
Yeah, I don't know how people feel about that. Like, part of me is like, I understand it, but at the same time, I don't know how like crediting wise goes. That
Crafty, I guess, spotted somebody in the background scratching her crotch.
yeah.
Man, mods are way too easy on console. I don't like this.
Does seem a lot easier. Well, I mean, does it use the workshop on Steam?
Dude, I've played like 3 hours of the game so far, like I said. I have no
I
clue.
mean, once it's on the workshop, workshop's
Yeah, I'm pretty
easy.
I'm pretty sure Workshop works now.
You know, to be fair, that really just scratches the surface of
Yeah.
what's
He
available.
changed
out
his
there.
shirt again.
And I've always been amazed at how
Who
creative
changed his
people are
shirt?
them. It's
Oh,
like
that
a
dude-
really
the dude's
apocalypse.
cracking up.
I am just proud to get my pants on in one
He
try.
keeps changing his shirt.
Yeah, he's wearing a gray
all
shirt
the fans
before.
really know how to go all out.
Okay, but not just Fallout
What?
fans. Doom
These are the
fans
things
know
that
how to go
the
all
guy
out
that's in like the
too.
That's
Snoopy
right.
shirt. in the
Doom
back.
was released last
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
reminding gamers
He had a
that
different
the
shirt
best
on a
way to
second
win
ago.
something is to keep moving forward and never stop.
Always.
What do you do?
moving
Just bring like
forward.
wear a whole
Whenever
bunch of
we got
shirts
to
in
the
and he's like
original
taking them off
Game
between
Demo
scene
bag
changes?
underneath
last
his
year,
seat, so
people
I
were
don't know.
amazed at the fast pace. But when we sat
Like,
down to
anytime
play,
he,
we
like,
got to see the
switched-
depth
Right,
of
when
the
they
game.
cut.
I love
Yeah.
the rune challenges.
He
I know
changed
you are
his
still
shirt.
working on some of those.
Yes,
He's snickering too, like he's having.
Oh, Rich Get
with
Richer?
the
Yeah.
rocket
Yeah,
launcher.
yeah.
Tweet at me any advice on how I can do this. I am stuck.
We should track down one of the devs to do that for you. That's their job, right?
Oh, that's right. We're here at Bethesda.
Yeah, right?
There's something more convenient. Still, tweet at me, whatever. Anyway, I also like to unlock those classic maps.
Yeah.
What I think's weird is they're
Because
like
it
right
really
there.
does
Instead of looking at
highlight
them, he has to go
just
look
how
up at
much
the
gaming
screen.
has changed from
Yeah.
Yeah.
original Doom. Really, it didn't create. It wasn't the first, but it really, started the FPS movement. If you want to make something with a classic feel, you can also do that in Snap Map.
Yes, and Snap Map is kind of fun for a couple reasons. First, somebody always makes a really
I still
easy
need to
map
mess
that
with
gives you a
Snap
billion
Map.
points.
No.
That's
Yeah,
the one that I
but
play first.
Yeah,
And then second,
seen
people
any of it.
make some really interesting and imaginative things.
Now, if you guys haven't played around with Snap Map,
Crafty says,
pretty
yeah,
easy
Nut
when you get
Snatcher
started,
guy
and
had a
it's
gray
really
shirt
deep
on.
If you want to dig in,
Yeah,
things
got
just
it too.
snap together.
What is going
Hence
on?
The name. Snap
the
Map.
hell?
And
What are they
you can scroll
doing?
through available
They're
options.
just doing
You can
silly
place
stuff in
every
the
enemy
background, though, too.
individually, or you can let the AI place them for you. You can create the triggers to spawn enemies, or put them all in one room to
Come
do
on.
a really
on.
uncomfortable
You finished it.
hellspawn
Good
mix-up.
job.
Or you can do a lot, and you can do a little.
And also, what I love is you have a lot lot of control over the look and feel of the environment. There were way more options than I imagined. So I was inspired by the grainy filter to work on a film noir adventure with demons.
I don't know if Adam sees what's going on in a monitor behind him, but he looks a little bit annoyed.
But if that's not enough for you, there is, of course, competitive.
He's like, "How dare you
Yes,
steal the
and,
spotlight
the
from me?
thing I love about competitive
I'm important."
is it really is a throwback to when I started out, back in the Tech TV days. There was the Quake 3, that kind of classic way of competitive multiplayer. But then when you add in the ability to spawn in as a demon with the demon powers, that's where it also has this contemporary feel, and that really has a really interesting effect on the flow of the matches and how the.
I don't know
focus
about
shifts
this
during the
pre-show,
course of it.
man. They could have thought this out a little
Doom
bit
and
better.
Fallout 4 are just some of the Bethesda
I'm more
games
entertained
we're
by the guy in the
playing. And Morgan,
background.
Yes.
I understand you've been spending quite a bit of time with the Elder Scrolls Legends, which is the strategy card game based in the Elder Scrolls universe that Bethesda first announced at last year's showcase.
Legends, man.
In closed beta.
I didn't know that was out.
Back in late April,
I didn't know it was in beta
Bethesda
either.
announced the game was in closed beta. I'm not ashamed to admit that I was
I
able
knew,
to
but
snag
I'm not
myself an
100% sure on
invite.
that one.
I don't know. I have not been following it at all since
Now,
they
this
announced
being
it
a
last
closed
year.
beta, I know that
I haven't
everyone
been
is
following
agreed not
very
to utter
closely.
a word
I
about
just
their
know it
experiences, but it's just
was
you
in the
and me right
news
there.
recently. I was like,
Just
oh,
follow
okay,
along.
cool.
No,
Okay,
you're
next.
just gonna have to see for yourself. If you can get an invite, I recommend batting your eyelashes.
Like this, please.
It's not gonna work. Hope is not lost, however. There is a video of the game in action. Roll tape!
Welcome to the Elder Scrolls Legends.
Hey,
A
let's
strategy
make a
card
Hearthstone
game
killer.
featuring creatures, characters,
That's what
and
they
lore
wanna
from
do.
across the history of
They
the
wanna
Elder
make a new
Scrolls.
Hearthstone.
Each battle begins
like
with
Gwent.
a hand of 3 cards. When it's your
There's
turn,
actually
you
a
draw
Gwent
one
game
card
coming out,
and
too.
gain 1 magic
Yeah, I heard they
needed
trademarked
to play
that.
your cards.
Yeah.
Place a card on one of 2
That'll be cool.
sides, called lanes. Some lanes have special conditions that alter the field of battle. Choose to attack a card in the same lane, or attack your opponent directly. You win when your opponent is out of health.
He needs some
Take
skin
enough
conditioner.
damage and one of your runes will shatter. Each time this happens, you will immediately draw a card that could change your fortunes. Your choices and a little luck can tip the scales from defeat to victory. Battle anytime or anywhere, on your own or against other players. Test your might in a full campaign.
Test
In quick
your
skirmishes, or in the arena, where you'll face a gauntlet of foes.
Can't I just test my might
Build
by,
your
like,
collection of allies,
chopping some wood?
armaments, and magic. Combine
Like, I
your
can never
cards
get
to create
into
powerful
card
decks.
games like this. I don't
Train
know
your
why.
cards to increase their power.
I never could get into card games in real life.
Choose
so.
your strategy.
I feel like if this was a mini game in an Elder Scrolls game, I would probably play it.
Choose your
But as a standalone game, I probably would never try it.
You have
Well,
free to play?
Hearthstone's
I
never
mean,
grabbed any of us, is it?
I tried it and I couldn't get into it.
Legends isn't the only Elder
Yeah,
Scrolls
there.
game
Change
that's
the shirt
having a
again.
moment.
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls Online had a very big
What the
Yeah,
fuck
so
shirt?
even though the game has been available for more than 2 years, they've made some really big updates to Elder Scrolls Online since launch.
Let's see, there's Imperial City. Players finally get to face off against Molag Bal's army. Then in December, Orsinium added over.
I've got a question. How do you know he's gonna be sitting there?
They also
I don't
made a
know.
whole bunch of changes that the community and media really
You just know
responded
there's
to.
going to be like a
The
million
Elder Scrolls
people
Online
posting
went
about it on
from
the
what
internet right now,
it was a
too.
rocket
Yeah.
start to being named Best MMO at the end of 2015.
But amidst all the bright news, the Elder Scrolls Online has also recently launched Thieves Guild in April, and Dark Brotherhood also launched.
Thing
on
is, there's that
PC
guy in the
just
blue
last
shirt
week.
on the
So
far
ever
left.
since the launch, they have really wanted
So
to explore
bored.
the lore
Yeah,
that we've
he's
all
looking at
loved
his
in the
phone
other
every
Elder
2
Scrolls
seconds.
games. For example, they picked the Gold Coast of Cyrodiil for Dark Brotherhood.
Like Kvatch,
Like,
which
dude, you're
400
on the
years
screen.
later gets
Oh, am I?
obliterated by Oblivion demons. You kind of want to tell the residents not to get too used to the place or not that
Those
attached.
3 in the middle,
As an
though.
Elder Scrolls junkie,
All
this is
they
exactly
are
what I
is
love about ESO. It's getting lost in all the
Sticking around.
expansive lore and geography.
And speaking of fans, we would like to take a moment to say hello to all of the Bethesda fans around the globe.
From London to Moscow, Paris to Tokyo, gamers have gathered to watch the BE3 showcase. And down in Australia, the Bethesda's taken over the Sydney Opera House so fans can watch the showcase live.
And earlier today, we got to chat with some of the gamers here
Do
in
they
LA
not have
lined
internet?
up to see the showcase. Let's take a look at
It's
what they
Australia,
had to
so.
say.
Oh, good point.
All right, here we are.
Just have to fight off the scorpions and stuff before you get there.
People have been lining up here since
So
at
it's
least
just
7 o'clock
like
in the morning.
Fallout.
I know, this is a dedicated fan base. They know that the closer they are to the front of the line, the better seat that they are going to get inside the showcase, and that is a big motivator, I know, for people to get here early.
Do you think
get their
people in
seat
Australia care about
in
Fallout?
front of the theater.
Exactly. One big screen,
I
front
mean,
row. It's exciting. But let's better
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
understand
every
some of
day
the
to them.
hardest core Bethesda
Yeah,
fans.
giant scorpions.
All right, now you couldn't have a
Desolate
showcase like
landscape.
this without some amazing cosplay.
Crappy says
you
this
helped
guy's
build
my
this.
hero.
You can tell us a little bit about it.
She's cosplaying Keeper from The Evil Within. It took us forever to make this tenderizer, and it took her about a day to make that.
I mean, look, I love that game, and I love the Keeper. Everyone else knows him as Boxman. Would you mind just trying that on for one quick sec? I just got to see this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really, really, really effective.
And what was the inspiration behind this costume? Like,
Adam loves
you know,
the game
what
because
spoke
he
to you
was
about
what
it?
his company was hired to work on it.
2 days
I know
to
he
finish
worked
The
on
Evil
it.
Within.
Yeah.
We played that like all night, and that was
Full
giving us, like,
disclosure.
little heart attacks, and we just fell in love with the game.
So what else are you guys excited about? What are you excited to see here today?
For one, gameplay for Dishonored 2, because we've been so excited. Just the first trailer from last year, waiting in line for hours.
I announced that
We're
last
just
year.
like,
I forgot about that.
yeah, I hope we get to see other stuff. Maybe Elder Scrolls? Maybe new Elder Scrolls?
Well, actually, going back to Dishonored 2, I mean,
Oh,
now we have
Evil
an
Within
adult,
2?
grown-up
Maybe?
Emily Caldwin. Is that
That's
something
what I'm
you're
thinking.
considering
Is
for
maybe
cosplay?
Evil Within
I'm
2.
actually working on doing Emily. I started the scarf last year, and I've been thinking about like what swashes I'm gonna use, like what kind of fabric, and trying to put it all together and trying to make it nice. Maybe for PAX, maybe for later on, maybe this next year, but it's gonna get done.
All right, well, I'm really looking forward to it. And on that note, I think all four of us and so many other people out there are excited for another and maybe deeper look at Dishonored 2. But let's right now look at last year's trailer to get us all excited.
Wait for what?
Dishonored.
Dishonored. We're looking at Dishonored's last year trailer.
So in other words, they're going to talk about this.
Yeah. Bethesda Softworks shows you a mask.
That's it.
It's happened again. Someone's pulled the rug out from under you. An empire at your feet, and you've lost it all.
What's the point of that sword, then?
Did you really deserve
Just to hold them back.
more
Just to hold him back? Yeah. So he gets shot?
to get it back? Careful. There's always a price to pay.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of
Decide will ripple across
liked Dishonored and also hated parts of it.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a couple parts I felt was like slow, or like there was parts where I like had a hard time trudging through, but eventually I got there, and I overall really liked the game.
Yeah.
Never finished it.
As me and Grant, because he was watching me play it one time, and he's like, man, he's like, this game seems so much more fun when you're playing it. I'm like, really? Why? He's like, because like you just try and sneak, and then when you screw up, you just kill everyone.
Yeah.
Grant's like, no, I gotta start over again.
Yeah,
This right here, where the room just kind of dissolves and goes away, reminded me of System Shock 2.
It looks sweet.
She's got a badass bat cave.
You cover your face, but I know who you are. Emily Caldwin. Nothing is an accident. Everything is in motion.
I'm just wondering what the
All
actual
of it has
graphical
led you to
style
this
and game
exact
will be. If this is it,
There's no way. This is good. It's just CG.
or is it's still gonna have that like slightly painted texture look?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I actually like that look.
I kind of did.
Yeah, it was unique.
I think what happened is they got a lot of flack because a lot of people were like, it looks bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you looking at the textures? Do you have a high enough resolution screen to see it?
Ouch. Again, because of that, I think they were able to make that game run really well.
Yeah.
I can run Dishonored right now on my 285 at 4K and still hit 60.
Even with the more realistic textures, though, the proportions on this still look a little bit cartoony.
Yeah.
It still has some personality to it.
over exaggerated.
Yeah.
The years are long.
I think that's just CG though. I don't think that's the actual game.
No, yeah. I don't
Just
think
a
so.
familiar face.
If it is, wow, but I doubt it.
I'm pretty excited for that. I think some people in here might be excited for that
Pretty
too.
excited. That's a nice understated term. Well,
Yes.
you will not have to wait long. Bethesda has announced that Dishonored 2 will be available worldwide on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC November 11th.
Nice.
Now you play as either, I know they're excited for that too. You play as either Emily Caldwin, who we just saw in the video and who looks super awesome and who's who I am going to play as, or Corvo Attano, who is also pretty awesome, but I am playing as Emily.
Well, both characters are fully voiced, and they bring a different perspective and play
I hope
style
they're fully
depending
voiced.
on which one you play.
Yeah,
so,
I
you
hope
know,
so,
there's
yeah.
good reasons to
This is
keep them
Zelda.
both.
Yeah, this isn't Zelda.
They do have different. Sorry.
Damn it,
They do
damn it,
have
Adam! Don't go Madden on me.
Also, if you played the first game, you're going to be familiar with Corvos. They are going to be significantly upgraded. Emily's are actually all new, so as always, there are going to be tons and tons of ways to play the game. But I do want to make a note of the location that we saw in the trailer. It has a very
It's not
different feel
Dunwall.
than that sort of industrial
No.
Dunwall that we saw in the first game.
So the city is called Karnaka,
Yes.
which is really fun to say. Try it all together.
Karnaka?
Karnaka. It's like the Chiku Kakutani. You know,
When Adam tells me to do something, I do it.
Anyway, it's based on Mediterranean, southern Mediterranean countries like Greece and Italy. But what I noticed was the significant verticality of the city. Does this mean that, you know, we're going to be going really, really high, be up in the clouds, getting vertigo, and that's how we're going to be doing the sneaking
At
around?
least Emily will be when I play as her.
Okay, you're going to play as Emily.
Did I mention
It's me or
that?
Morgan Webb kind of.
You know what I didn't see in Karnaka, though? I didn't see.
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you mean?
Rats, maybe rats. Yes. There are significantly less rats in Dishonored 2, unless you use Corvo's Devouring Swarm, because then you're
Because
gonna
she's
have
trying to
rats
flirt with
there.
Adam Cecily.
Although,
He does sound
I don't know,
flirty,
the rats
yes,
seem to be a
but
little bit more
weird, I don't know.
pleasurable.
Who
next to
knows?
blood
Maybe,
flies. Karnaka seems to be filled with blood flies. That sounds
Maybe
so
she
friendly.
ran into
Big
Snoop
warm,
Dogg
probably.
before she started covering the event.
Significant amount of affection for Dishonored, rats
Yes,
and all.
we do. It was my
Weed.
personal game of the year back in 2012, the year that it came out, and I played through it 3 times since then. And I would say, if you haven't had the chance to play it, I do
Crafty
highly
Hack says
recommend
change
Dishonored
camera
Definitive
angle. No
Edition,
more what
which
the
is
fuck
on
shirt
current
guy.
systems with all the DLC. Having said that, if you haven't played the original, trust me, you can jump right into Dishonored 2 without a worry.
All right, guys. I think we've had enough speculation, don't you?
I think so.
I
think so.
I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to see a lot more Dishonored 2 tonight.
I have one of those sneaking suspicions as well. I don't know where it's coming from. All right, guys, the showcase is about to start, but we will be back in an hour with exclusive interviews and new info. So please stay tuned to the live stream and follow along on Twitter at Bethesda with the hashtag BE3.
And send us your questions and comments. If we read yours, you might even nab a special giveaway that you want.
All right, they're timing me. I'm getting excited. Everyone here getting excited? All right, where are we? 6, 5.
4, 3, 2.
All right, guys, enjoy the show.
Enjoy.
Here we go, guys. Buckle up. Nice.
Okay. Interesting.
Commander Keen.
DOS. Oh my god, if it's Commander. Quake. Fuck, called it!
What the fuck already?
Can we get like a 1,000? We're gonna get a mark board, code Joe 1.
How could they have been working on Quake already?
I guess they just had faith in Doom.
Also, you know, they're probably making Doom and Quake at the same time because it's so simple.
And clearly they started this a while ago if they already have a trailer for it.
That's racist. I don't know what the hell Crafty
I don't know
Hack's
what the
talking about.
connotation was for that.
Very blue hair.
That is very blue.
I like the dark moodiness. I can't really tell much about the background because it's so dark.
Yeah, I know you can't see anything.
So Steve, are you listening to it but watching it on my TV?
Yeah, looks better on there.
Okay. Nice.
Now we know why Jeremy had to leave.
Champions.
Quake Champions.
Oh, I bet you it's online only.
Probably.
Yeah, I bet.
Still.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Are they
Studio
playing the Doom
Director
3
of id
theme song for
Software,
Quake?
Tim
Yeah,
Willits.
which is weird. Give me some Trent Reznor, goddammit.
He's barking on a snare drum.
Good evening, and welcome to the Bethesda E3 Showcase. Yes, Quake is back. The game that defined competitive multiplayer is back and better than ever.
Excited about this.
You know, it's hard to believe that 20 years ago, Quake was first released. And, you know, if you'll excuse the pun, the aftershocks can still be felt to this day. Quake set new standards for multiplayer and pushed the boundaries for graphics and gameplay. Quake also became a pioneer for esports, and 20 years later, Quake is still played in tournaments across the globe. The
Is
biggest
it?
of those tournaments is our very
I haven't seen any.
annual gathering, QuakeCon, which will attract this August tens of thousands
Isn't that QuakeCon?
of people.
They have tournaments?
I guess that's QuakeCon, but I don't know anything else that they played in.
Of the original game, I'm extremely proud
My living
and
room.
excited to be standing here today to announce the next chapter of this great game, Quake Champions.
Please clap.
Uh,
I would say Reznor probably did not do the soundtrack since he's too busy farting
Quake
on the snare
Champions
drum
is
for
a
Michael Bay
competitive
movies.
arena-style first-person shooter for the PC, designed for players of all skill levels. Whether you are new to Quake or have been fragging for the last 20 years, Quake Champions will give you the chance.
Are they actually going to show gameplay?
You'd expect from id
Maybe,
Software
probably.
multiplayer games. Now, we
So
know
here's my question.
that
Why didn't they do
high-end
this?
performance is
Why didn't they make
critical to
Doom
this type of
and then make the Quake multiplayer in the same package as Doom? That would have been badass.
that Quake
Have
Champions
Doom single player and then Quake.
Because that
Either
Doom
player.
multiplayer, nobody gives a fuck about it.
and 20 hertz with unlocked frame rates. Yes.
It is kind of weird because they put so much time into that.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
a hard-stopping
Multiplayer for Doom,
action
and it's like,
that will keep
Well, they
you
did.
on the edge of
People
your seat
from
as you fight
that used to be at
classic
Bungie
arena
did,
combat.
Right.
Quake Champions
But you know
also
what I mean,
taps
someone
into
did.
another
Yeah.
hallmark of the franchise: unique and badass characters. The game features a diverse cast of warriors, each with different attributes and
Twitch stream
unique
went up.
abilities, allowing you to fight the way that you want.
I'll break them back up.
And you know that it has a long tradition
I'm gonna
of
let you know
supporting
nothing's happened yet.
competitive tournaments. And that continues with Quake Champions. The game is designed for world-class esports play at every
I guess
level.
they're wanting to make this
From the
very
world's
esports.
greatest Quake players.
Oh, I hate when I hear that.
Willing to test
Yeah,
their
normally it's a
skills
bad sign.
in the arena. So as part
Hey,
of
remember
the
Rainbow
launch
Six and
plan
how
for Quake
esports set turned out to be?
Bethesda will be supporting
The
and
what?
expanding
Rainbow Six
competitive
Siege and how
tournaments
esports set
leagues
turned out to be?
beyond QuakeCon. And we'll have more
What?
to share about that in the coming months.
I don't remember
I
Rainbow
hope
Six Siege.
you enjoyed this sneak peek into our newest game.
Exactly.
Join us at QuakeCon in August, and we'll have even more to talk about. And
wonder
now,
if the computer
please
should
join me
overheating.
in welcoming Bethesda's Global Vice President of PR and Marketing, Pete Hines.
There's Trent Reznor farting on electric guitar.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. As Tim said, we'll have even more to show on Quake Champions this August at QuakeCon. And it's right there in the name. How would we not
Why
have
is
our
the
Quake
butthole
game
telling
at
us
QuakeCon?
this? Like we
Making sense.
don't know what Quake is.
But right now, we're not at QuakeCon. We're at
Crafty.
E3, the biggest week in gaming. And this is the Bethesda E3 Showcase.
That's cool as hell.
That was cool.
So welcome to everyone here with me and to the millions of you watching online around the world. Thank you for joining us. We planned this showcase just like we make all of our games for you.
Don't
Now,
message
last
me
year, our
during this
showcase
time,
kicked off
John.
a big year for Bethesda, one of the biggest in our many years of making games. So let me mention just a few highlights. The Elder Scrolls Online was released on console and became one of the best-selling games of 2015 and was named
Free-to-play game
MMO
was
of
one
the
of the
Year.
best-selling games.
We launched Fallout Shelter, the very first mobile game from Bethesda Studios, and it became an instant hit and winner of multiple Mobile Game of the Year awards. In November, Fallout 4 was one of the biggest launches in the industry. So you've heard of it. Good.
What?
And won
I won
numerous Game of
buzzword
the Year
bingo
awards,
3
including a
times in the
Dyson
last
again
5
at
minutes.
Tobacco
Get this
Awards.
exec's
And
jerk
now
off
Fallout
off
4 is
stage.
bringing user mods to Xbox One and soon to PS4 in a way that's never been seen before. And just last month, the new Doom was released.
Actually, Pete Hines out of all the execs isn't that bad.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, the original Doom almost single-handedly
I can't hate on anybody
popularized
up to that.
first-person shooter games,
They're all
and now you have a
fantastic.
new Doom game, faithful to its legacy with some of the best graphics and gameplay
Dream job,
ever.
right?
And millions of fans have been enjoying the fast-paced action
I'm
and
gonna
creating
restart.
and sharing
Back in
mods
a bit.
using SnapMap. The response to all of these games has been amazing, and your enthusiasm and support for us has encouraged us to go even bigger. You just heard
You know,
about
he
our
says
new
he's
Quake
gone,
game.
but he's right here.
Let's see what
Yeah, I
else
know.
we have planned for you guys. At last year's showcase, I told you about the Elder Scrolls
Oh, it is
Legends, a
free-to-play.
free-to-play collectible card
figured it
game.
would be.
Now, as I said last year, I am a huge fan of these games. I play them a lot. So this is a game I'm particularly excited about. Legends provides
I don't
very
know.
deep
We'll
strategy
see.
experience through
I'm a
both
little
single
bit. I hope you
multiplayer
guys
modes,
just have
beginning
this
with
and
a
don't do it
campaign
anymore
complete with compelling
because
story,
you guys are getting
interesting
pretty close to
characters,
Tony
and some
Hawking.
great gameplay.
Elder Scrolls
The story
here.
is told from the perspective of a moth priest named
yeah.
Kelly. I'll let him tell you a little more as we take a look at the campaign's opening cinematic.
Pretty.
Man, Windows Media Player could do that.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was, and what yet will be.
It's the owl from Zelda. That's what happens when you give him weed.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies are massing
Laptop
for another
overheating.
attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen. We have the scroll we came for, and this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden, whether they are true or not.
It's definitely getting laggy.
And
Actually, I just lost the feed.
yeah, we did here too.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if the stream went down.
Yeah, everyone's like, rip.
Yeah,
Yeah, we lost it. That's back.
there we go. Damn it, Tom.
The Emperor fled north, leaving Cyrodiil to the invaders. This is the story of a forgotten hero.
Yeah, Crafty, I wanted to put latency on it so it buffers, so I don't have to worry about it dropping out.
When Legends begins, you're set on a path to discover the world of the Elder Scrolls in a way you haven't seen before. The choices you make define your approach and unlock all the depth the game has to offer. A two-lane battlefield provides more variety and strategic depth. Players make decisions that change the cards they want to improve or add to their decks. And we offer a full single-player campaign, as well as multiple ways to play against the II or other players in both
Do you call it the
battle and
II?
arena modes. Now, we began public beta testing in April, and so far the feedback from the people who have been playing has been terrific. To celebrate E3 this week, we'll be letting even more of you into the beta to start playing. Now, if you haven't signed up yet, just visit Bethesda.net, create an account, and sign up, and be sure to keep an eye on your email. Also tonight, we're very pleased to announce that in addition to PC and iPad, Legends will be coming to iPhone, Mac, and Android tablets and phones later this year.
Woohoo!
I mean,
Yay!
good for them, I guess.
As I said, I'm very
Max
excited
plays
about
something.
Legends as it brings together an award-winning franchise that I love and a new genre. And whether you're a veteran strategy card fan or have never played a game before, it's a game we think you'll all
It is
really
cool
enjoy.
where before you had to have all
Now,
these
so
freaking
long as we're on the
cards
topic
in a
of Legends,
huge
let's
stack
take a
or
look at
something.
what the
You just
team
put
at
all that shit in your
Bethesda
phone
Game
now.
Studios has been hard at work
Yeah,
on.
it does make it a lot easier. Hey, Todd.
Welcome here to Bethesda Game Studios. It's amazing to think
Michael
it
Bay.
has only
Don't
been
tell him
a
that,
year
though.
since you first heard about Fallout 4 at this very event. And thanks to you, it became not just our most popular game ever, but one of the industry's. It has simply blown us away, and we're incredibly blessed to have fans.
Not like you didn't know that wasn't
Seeing
gonna
what
happen.
you've created, not just in the main game with the add-ons and of course mods, it is just incredible. And we're not done yet. We're
Like, I would love
excited
to
to
see
show
the guys
you
that made
what's
Rocket
coming
League
next
and have
for
them
Fallout
actually
4.
be honestly surprised how big it was.
Well, to be fair, we knew about the Hearthstone ripoff last year.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, we knew about it last year.
So far, they haven't shown anything new, to be honest with you.
Not really. Oh, Quake.
Quake, yeah. Which I was kind of disappointed because it seems like it's just multiplayer, but
But oh well.
I still feel like if you were working on a multiplayer only, they should have packaged that in with Doom.
I agree with you, but oh well.
That's just weird.
It is very weird.
Like, that is such a cool thing to do in that game, but I have to agree with Steve. It takes up so much damn time.
You're right. It does. It takes forever. to do all
Laptop
the
dead?
building. It's restarting right now.
Alright.
Apparently there's updates, and I have a feeling it's gonna come back, and I'm gonna have Windows 10. But we'll see.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Congratulations.
Yeah. We got it here live. I restarted it. Windows 10. Watch. Nuka World.
That's cool. Oh, it's like a theme park.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't just announce Fallout 4 last year. We also announced and released Fallout Shelter, which over 50 million of you
Season pass
have
for Fallout
downloaded and
Shelter.
played. There's a really big update coming out.
Gives you a bunch of stuff you can just buy.
Yeah.
Be funny.
Yeah, I agree, Crafty. They're just getting all their stuff covered, I guess, and I don't know. Bethesda does things kind of like they're addressing the nation. It's like, this is what we did last year, before they move on to what we're doing this year.
You're right, yeah, they kind of do that.
The only thing they don't do like a politician is this, with the thumb
We
out.
hope you're as excited as we are about all of the stuff coming to Fallout. We want to thank you again, not just for your support over the last year, but your support of our whole studio, really, over the last 20 years.
Look how he's got all of his
There's
awards
something
sitting
else,
there.
though, that you've been asking us about, and yes, we've been working on it.
Joe, you've gotten really choppy for some reason.
That's weird, I don't know. Sorry.
Alright.
I bet you this is a remastered version.
They're doing a remake of Skyrim, really?
Oh, wow. That's not really better.
Yeah, Viking, I hear you there. That would be cool if they had another Wolfenstein. I mean, it looks alright, but it looks like a modded version.
It does look like a mod. And PC. I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about that, at least for PC. Because, like, if it,
You got really quiet, by the way. I think your microphone's further away from your head.
if it was like a free upgrade,
Yeah.
that'd be cool, but I doubt it. I mean, how do you maybe do like a small upgrade
Yeah.
package, like a DLC type of deal, but other than
Thank
that,
you.
I don't know, I wouldn't do it again.
Hi everyone, I'm very excited to be here tonight on behalf of Arcane Studios, the makers of Dishonored. Our passion is for a very specific kind of game, first-person immersive games. Our games blend narration and simulation in a way that makes every player's experience different. where players can improvise and where choices have consequence. Our games encourage replay in order to try different playstyles, so that players are free to play their own way.
Mafia 3 is not Bethesda.
We were thrilled that the game was so well received by the gamers and the critics all around the world. That was like
which is funny because technically it's Take-Two, which
After
also
launch,
does
my friend
Grand
and
Theft Auto.
co-directive director Harvey Smith.
I don't know, from my point of view, it's like, I didn't really feel like I needed Skyrim again, that close to it being out.
Working on something else with the team in Austin. And tonight, I have a surprise for you.
I don't think it's for us, though.
I'm going to reveal what that surprise
is.
It's
for the people who play it on the other consoles or just haven't gotten to it yet.
It's a new game built on the values that are so dear to Arcane. It's another first-person immersive.
Hey, we're making Watch Dogs as well.
Universe. Only this time,
we're calling it Dogs Watch.
Here is the world's first look at what we've been up to.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration set for this meeting. There is a 3 p.m. meeting.
Oh, that coffee looks amazing. I want coffee.
Why do you have a spacesuit in his?
Please confirm your attendance
Cause
prior to arrival.
Reasons.
The most recent test results for this.
I'm just confused why you would wear that in public.
Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office.
It's Groundhog Day.
Good morning, Morgan.
Yeah, it's Groundhog
Today
Day.
is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Good morning, Morgan. Looks like we have some tests to run through today.
The graphics on it look awesome.
If this is actually in-game.
This looks like in Tech 6 to me. BioShock in space?
Maybe.
Good morning, Morgan. You're not going to like what I have to say next.
Which, another 2K game. Oh, new Prey!
Oh, yes.
Which, hold on, let's wait and see how long until this one gets canceled.
In Prey, you awaken aboard
Prey
Talos
like 3
1,
times
a very special space station. It is
Four.
year 2032.
Hey, Jeremy.
You are the key subject of an experiment meant to alter humanity forever.
Welcome back.
But things have gone wrong, of course. The space station has been overrun by an alien threat, and you are now being hunted.
So I guess this is a reboot since it's not straight up Prey 2.
You must survive using all the tools at your disposal on board of the station.
March 15th is my birthday. Cool.
Awesome.
Prey will be available next year on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. We'll have more to show at the QuakeCon, so be sure to join us there. Thank you.
Crafty, did you ever play the first Prey? It was actually pretty damn cool.
Hi everyone,
cool.
I'm Marty Stratton, executive producer of Doom at id Software. Last month, we had the privilege of releasing one of the most iconic titles in our industry to fans around the world. We challenged ourselves to ensure Doom lived up to its incredible legacy.
I understand why
and we
skeletons
thank you,
bleed.
our fans, for making the Doom launch such a
I don't
tremendous
know.
success.
We don't know if there's skeletons really.
It's been
They're kind of
amazing
weird.
to watch and hear from the millions of players enjoying
Have you
the
played
many
all of Doom yet?
aspects of the game. From those of you gunning for the perfect
Okay.
run through the campaign, to others constantly testing their skills.
Some pretty
in
fucked up
multiplayer,
shit in there.
you
Explain some of the
continue to
demons.
inspire our team.
Yeah, sure.
Last year, we told you we wanted
I
to
hope
put
so,
the
at
power of creation in the hands of every player through Doom Snap Map, allowing for an endless stream of new.
It's like,
games.
hey, remember we have that thing
In the
snap,
coming
nap,
months,
nap,
we're excited to
yeah,
be supporting Doom
Okay.
Snap Map
Blah, blah,
with
blah,
free
blah, blah.
updates and even more.
We have Snap Map
We'll be
and
delivering
Doom.
new
Hey, you guys need to
instruction
create
books,
things because
including
nobody's
help
paying attention to it.
as well as new props, objects, weapons, and items. While creators can look forward to new logic options and functionality,
like the ability to create true single-player experiences with features like the popular weapon wheel found in the campaign.
On PC, have you used the weapon wheel really?
No.
I figured not.
Free for every player.
I don't like it. It slows down the whole campaign.
Next month, we'll release 2 new modes, including a uniquely
Like I get it for
variant of
controller
one-flag
gameplay,
CTF
but
called Exodus,
mouse keyboard is no
as well
point.
as an
The only people I know that have been using the weapon wheel on
Sector. Later this
PC
summer,
are people that are just coming over to PC within the past couple years or so.
modes, including Classic Deathmatch. These modes will be free to all players and playable on any existing or future maps. Also next month, fans can look forward to our first premium Doom DLC pack, Unto the Evil.
Ah, see,
The
new
first
DLC?
DLC pack includes 3
Yeah, it's
new
multiplayer.
maps, Offering,
Okay, cool.
Cataclysm, and Ritual.
Well, we-
a new playable
I mean, they were selling a season pass. I knew this was happening.
a new gun, equipment item, armor sets.
I mean, it's new
taunts,
stuff,
and
right?
more.
New stuff on a thing that I don't care about,
With
but
just a
whatever.
month past since our launch, we hope you've only scratched the surface of fun we packed into the game. And we can't wait to give you even more ways to compete, create, play, and fight like hell.
Well, to be fair, like regular Doom on regular settings wasn't that challenging. To be honest with you, you could blow right through that too.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, it wasn't very hard.
Wow, ton of great stuff there for
I remember
everyone that's
beating it when I was a
enjoying
little
Doom.
kid.
And again, we thank you, the fans, for making it
Couldn't
such
finish
a
that
hit.
game. Woohoo.
Doom has received near universal acclaim from critics and players alike for its fast combat, over-the-top demons, and amazing graphics, everything that it is known for. Now, it is also known as a longtime supporter of shareware, or for you youngsters in the audience, that's what us old guys used to call a demo. And in a nod to that tradition, we've decided to offer anyone that hasn't checked out Doom's amazing gameplay a chance to do it for free. So, starting tonight, you can download and play the first level of Doom on Steam, PS4,
Someone's
or
actually putting out a
Xbox
demo.
One.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my god, a demo.
Now, this offer is only good this week, but we want everyone to have a chance to see why Doom is one of the highest rated shooters ever. So if you love super intense action or you just want to experience state-of-the-art gaming, go download Doom and fight like hell on us. We think you'll see
Honestly, I
what
miss
everyone
demos
else is
because
talking
a lot of
about.
times I'm like, I want
Now,
to try this game
let's
out, but I
shift
don't know
from
how I
Demons
feel
of
about
Hell
it until I
to
have
Dated
it in my
Princes
hand.
and Secret Assassin
Yeah.
Ghosts. Please welcome from ZeniMax Online.
I think
Studios,
it's a smart
the
move on
Elder
their
Scrolls
part
Online
because
game director,
before
Matt
they had
Fox.
just the
Matt?
multiplayer available in beta form, and that wasn't a good gauge of what the single player was like.
Right, exactly.
Thanks, everyone.
That screamed though.
Yeah, I would like
This
more
is the
single player
one-year
content
anniversary
too.
of the launch of the Elder Scrolls Online on Xbox One
Yeah.
and PlayStation 4. Because we were launching the game this time last year, I was a little busy and I wasn't able to be here in person. But I made sure I was here this year to tell everyone what's been happening with the Elder Scrolls Online. From the console launch last June to the release of 3 critically acclaimed DLC game packs during the
I was
year,
laughing at
all of us
Crafty.
at ZeniMax Online have been really,
What'd he
really
say?
busy.
Says
But
he's
before I
old,
go
so
any
normal
further, I wanna take a
difficulty's
moment
good
and
enough
thank
for him.
all of our fans for your support, your
Yeah,
enthusiasm, and
understand
your
that.
feedback. We take it really seriously, and we continue to work to improve the game. And based on the response,
You want to challenge yourself?
you
Get
like
Doom on a
changes.
console. Try to play it on controller.
Just get it on PC and play with a
Elder Scrolls
controller.
Online was named
I think I will.
It's not going to affect me. I have a Steam controller.
Was one of
So.
the best-selling games of the
Exactly.
year of any kind.
So you say.
And now supports a highly engaged community
matter.
of over 7 million of
Dude
you
kicked my ass.
who have been exploring this enormous world of Tamriel. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Elder Scrolls Online from launch onward.
Demo only good for a week. I guess I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it's only good for one whole week.
Yeah.
The rest, I think, starting
I
today
forget how
and
much I played of that damn game. All these things are showing in Elder Scrolls Online. I'm like, I've been there! I've been there! Oh yeah, I put 110 hours into it.
13 billion quests completed. Cool.
And then one day I just gave up. I just stopped.
Oh.
Wow.
All those mud crabs.
Fuck that mud crab in particular.
Yeah, I mean, for an MMO, it is a really fun game. But
I mean, I had
eventually it wears out as welcome.
I will say I had sort of had fun with it for when we were testing out the alpha or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was like, it's still not enough for me. I still don't want to play an MMO.
Nope.
I was okay with it because I had a couple people to play with, but also for the most part, it felt like Elder Scrolls just with other people running around.
Yeah.
Which I was happy with.
Oh, they're screaming.
Oh, yeah!
And then last guy.
As you can see, the Elder Scrolls Online community is having a lot of fun playing the game. And our player
Why do they have like a
community is
rainbow
still
ribbon on today?
Oh, it's because of what
I'm
happened
very happy
in
to announce
Orlando.
that on June 23rd,
Oh, okay,
we'll be
gotcha.
expanding internationally by launching Elder Scrolls Online in Japan. We look forward to welcoming these fellow adventurers to the exciting world of Tamriel. And for everyone who plays, we have a lot more great content on the way. For me, one of my favorite moments in any RPG ever was the Dark Brotherhood quest in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion.
We'll see.
It was packed full of assassination and intrigue, and like me, fans
I
everywhere loved it.
have a giant fan
So
on a
I'm
laptop, so
particularly
hopefully
excited
that
for the
helps.
launch of the Dark Brotherhood DLC
Computer
pack on
overheating?
Xbox One and PlayStation
It's kind of
4
warm in
this
here
Tuesday.
right now.
In the Dark Brotherhood DLC, you'll travel
I
to
got
another location
3
from
monitors
Oblivion,
going,
the Gold Coast of
and then
Cyrodiil.
the laptop.
The Dark Brotherhood has a
FPS is
appropriately
possible on a
dark storyline
controller.
full
I
of
can do
intrigue
it.
and mystery,
Obviously,
like all
anybody
the
can do it. It
quest
just
games
comes
in
off
the
slower.
ESO.
Yeah,
so,
it always does.
please enjoy
That
the worldwide
rotation,
debut of the Dark Brotherhood DLC launch trailer.
You want to see me rage? Watch me try to play FPS on a controller, and somebody's running this fast, and I can't turn fast enough on max.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me.
Ooh, Dark Brotherhood expansion. Nice.
Unworthy must be baptized.
Well, I guess I know what you guys are going to be playing.
This is the black sacrament.
Not me. This is not my stuff.
No.
Nah, I'm not an MMO guy.
I'm not an again. I feel like I'm selling the game, but for an MMO, it feels very not MMO.
Rewarded for your
Like it has some like MMO like tropes in it, I guess you want to say, but for the most part, you could play this game fully on your own, and it's fine.
What I played of it has felt very MMO to me. It had too much MMO in it. Let's say that.
And know this: in Tamriel, no one is safe.
I mean, I think for a lot of people with it though, because mods are like one of the reasons why a lot of people really love Elder Scrolls, at least on PC. You
Yeah.
can't really do that on this. I think it supports a couple types of mods, but like for the most part, there's no mods.
And to be fair, Crafty, I know it sounds bad when you look at 100 billion hours of human productivity gone, but if it was there, Trump would still win, so it doesn't matter.
Around Tamriel and learning more about this mysterious
Oh, but apparently
we can't
Viking
wait to see
Tech
what
just says,
happens when
oh,
our console
okay.
players,
I was like,
get
these
to
guys are
experience
proud
Dark
to be
Brotherhood
coming
this
out of the
week.
closet.
But that's not all.
Aww.
A core philosophy in the Elder Scrolls
Yeah,
Online is to
that's-
constantly make
that's
the game
good
better.
taste.
That
Since
too
launch,
soon.
we've regularly
I'll
added
even
new
say too
features
soon
such
on
as
that one.
justice system and
Yeah,
enchantment
Viking,
system.
that was a little.
And we're about to make another game changer. Tonight, we're announcing one Tamriel,
I mean, you
marking
could, yeah,
another
the
major
Bioshocks can be
evolution
played.
of
I mean,
gameplay in the Elder
FPSs can be
Scrolls
played on
Online.
controllers. It's fine. It's just
Yeah,
With one
it's just
Tamriel, all
slower.
characters will
Yeah.
be
Rotation
automatically
speed
level
is slow.
with content in the world,
I always have to
allowing them
max
to
my
freely group with
rotation
anyone they
speed.
want, and also to explore
Sensitivity
the
on there.
vast world of Tamriel with no level restrictions. This means all content barriers are gone and there are no restrictions on alliances or questing. From the moment you get out of the tutorial, the entire game world is open for you to explore freely. You can go wherever you want and play with whomever you want. This is the first time this has ever been done in a multi-platform RPG. We'll think you'll love it. What?
There we go.
What'd they do?
They
One Tamriel will
essentially
become the Elder
removed the
Scrolls
like
Online
level
this
cap
fall.
and need of level to do
In
quests. So
closing,
if you
I
want to
wanna
go
thank
fight
the
a
awesome Elder
super
Scrolls
badass
Online
monster
community for
at
your
like
support.
level 1,
We never take
go
it for
ahead.
granted. We work hard
That
every
sounds
day to
terrible.
make your Elder Scrolls Online experience
Sounds like a
as
bad
awesome as
idea.
you
Just
want.
like have 20 people.
But I mean,
Thanks, everyone.
like don't baby people though. Like, oh, you can't do this. Let them try, and they'll find out the hard way. Type of deal.
They'll
I
find
like
out. They'll find a way. They'll throw the body at it
Thank you,
like
Matt. Well
400
done.
times and then
Also,
get.
I mean, I've played games where like a
Now,
lot of times people are like, "How
we
the
want
hell
you
did
to
you
get
get
as much
through
as
that at that
possible,
level?" I'm like, "I
out
found a
of
way,
this
man."
year's showcase.
I don't know.
So this year, after we're done here in the hangar, we're just going to keep the showcase going. Now, for those of you watching at home, our pre-show hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, will be back to take over
By the way,
the
does
stream,
my
and
video
they'll
look
bring you
better? It's a
exclusive
little bit brighter.
interviews and more information about
Yeah, it
all
looks
the games
fine.
that we're talking about here tonight. Here in Los Angeles, we've built an
If you can bring your
interactive
microphone
space
up a little bit,
over on
that'd
the other
help.
side of the lot where you have a chance to learn
I'm
more
Steve
about our
Shack.
games, play some of them, and meet some of our developers.
Hey, Steve.
Over there is also
Is it
food,
on fire?
drink, and to make sure it's a
It
real
was.
party,
I
we have
think it's
a
right now.
range of special performance
Nice.
by Blink
Alright, is
182,
that better?
who will drop
Yeah.
their new album.
Awesome.
Who will drop their new album, California, in a couple of weeks, and you get to hear them live tonight as they start their summer tour.
Well, I'm
Now,
pretty
we have
sure
another
we
treat
can't
for you
show
over there
that
as well.
because
a chance to experience
yeah.
the latest in virtual reality from Bethesda. Ooh. Weren't expecting that, were you?
Bethesda VR.
Now, the first time anyone experienced modern VR was at E3 2012, and if you were there and lucky enough, you may remember getting to play Doom 3 BFG in our booth. Now, at the time, we had solved some of the toughest technology challenges.
Yeah, actually, if you look at BFG now, it's actually got VR files built into it.
Our pioneer and work
does,
in VR,
yeah.
and
Oh,
tonight,
yay.
we want you to see and experience what you feel when you put on a headset and play the latest AAA games in the industry. Now, we have two games for you to experience. The first is the just released Doom. You can take a virtual tour of hell and get a totally unique look at the very latest in graphics and true next-gen.
And here's where the Dark Lord crafted his evil
the greatest
spear.
promise of VR is its ability to
I
immerse
used
players
to take
completely
over the
into virtual
world,
worlds.
and
that
here's
the
his
best games
squirrel.
for that experience
But
will
Zoom
be
guy stuck.
first-person
His
open world
boomstick in his
RPGs.
jaw.
His jaw.
So we have
His
Fallout 4 for you
goddamn
to
head
play
right
as
on.
well.
Red Rocket.
Oh, Fallout 4. Yeah.
Wander the Wasteland, check out the iconic Red Rocket, try combat. I'm telling you, with a Pip-Boy on your arm, a dog
South
by your
Park
side, a
ruined
gun
Red
in
Rocket
your
for
hand,
me.
it's pretty incredible. Tonight, we're pleased to announce that Fallout 4 will be released in 2017
Give me an idea.
on the HTC Vive
Nick, do
platform.
your invitation what you do with toys.
And if you thought survival
Your-
mode was an
your hand
intense
motion
way
that
to
you do for
experience
toys.
Fallout, you ain't seen nothing yet.
My brain's
Yeah.
drawing a blank right
I want
now.
to give you a
What
glimpse
you did
into where
earlier
we're headed
when
with
we were talking
VR,
about
where you can
toys.
expect us to remain a leader.
Your hand motion that
offering
you
our
did?
games on the very
I
best
completely forgot.
platforms
You know what? That's
choose.
fine.
So be sure.
It's better not to be repeated,
Now,
to
for
be
more on the
honest.
second half of the showcase, let's check in with Adam and Morgan.
Well,
see
Crafty
what's
Hack,
happening and get an update
Joe
on what
plays
they have
Elder
planned.
Scrolls, so you could
Adam,
probably join
Morgan,
him.
What do you have for us?
Thanks, Pete. Now we are here at BE3 Plus.
It is a
and this is
lot
sort
of
this
time to
experience
invest,
that you
that's
guys
for
are gonna
sure.
Get to see, after
So if
the
you have
showcase.
other
We
stuff
have
you
some
should be
Bethesda
doing,
VR over
don't
here.
try Elder
Now,
Scrolls Online
right now
yet.
There's no line, so that's kind of tempting, isn't it?
Taking advantage of that. Life before you join it.
Elder
Yeah,
Scrolls
'cause
Legends for everyone to play.
you will
Pete,
live
I
in
fully expect to
Tamriel
see
once
you
you
at
get
one of
it.
these tables showing off that card mastery skill. I know you.
Oh, look at
mean-
this.
Now, in here,
That was
actually,
cute.
Adam
Did you
and I
see
are
that?
actually gonna be interviewing some
What?
of the
They have one
developers
booth
that you
per
guys
game
just
for
saw
VR
games on
demo
stage,
for all
so we're
those
gonna have a
people
lot
that
more
are in the
information for you.
audience.
So everybody on the stream needs to stay tuned for that.
That's gonna work out
Lots of good
great.
info, but for the
Yeah,
moment, let's go
yeah.
back to
You'll be
Pete
surprised. I
and even more
think they'll
games.
get through it faster than you think, but it's still going to take a while.
Thank you, Adam and Morgan. We will see you guys
Oh.
in a few minutes. But we are not going anywhere just yet because there is one more thing.
It's
that
not
I
real
think you're
Doom.
going
It's
to want to
a
see.
tour through
Last year,
hell.
We announced that a sequel
Yeah,
to
that's
Dishonored
true.
was in development, marking a new
Yeah, I
chapter
think
to the
know,
game
with
of the year
Doom
from
and VR,
Arcane
your brain would
Studios.
probably explode.
Well, also, I think, I mean,
We shared a
with
few
like
tidbits
the
about the
1080 and
sequel,
stuff
but for
coming
the
out, I
most
think
part, you could say we've
it should
been
be able to
in
handle Doom
stealth mode.
VR.
I mean, Doom plays in 4K at 60 frames on
Dishonored 2
1080.
is going to be
Right.
a very special
You
game,
know, maxed
one that
out.
lives up to its
So
celebrated
it should be
legacy
fine.
and then
Yeah.
goes
Would it
way
be like a
beyond.
90 at
To tell you
1080?
more, please join
I
me
think
in
it is on
welcoming the
Oculus.
creative
Yeah.
director of Dishonored 2, Harvey Smith.
Get some Arcane Studios up in here.
Release the pimp. So
Wow. Thanks, Pete. Hi, everybody. In Dishonored,
Hey,
you play
it's
a
a discount
supernatural
Todd Howard.
assassin in a steampunk city. The game blends combat, stealth, and mobility, giving you many different pathways and approaches. When the original Dishonored was released in 20...
This guy's the GoBots to
we
Tom
embraced the
Howard's
game and made it your own.
Transformers.
We discovered moves and
At least they're all under
combinations of
one
powers that
banner.
we didn't even imagine. We were thrilled by your passion for Dishonored, and we were humbled by the success of the game, which won more than 100 Game of the Year awards. At last year's E3, we announced Dishonored 2. So tonight, here with all of you,
Yeah, I
for
guess
the
that's the
first
way to look
time,
at it,
we're
Crafty.
going to show you the game.
I couldn't
Yeah,
without investment.
that's the way to look at it. Like I went through all of The Witcher 1 just watching someone else play it because I'm like, I can't sit here and play it myself.
It is rough to play if you go back and play it now.
It is
Yeah, the game, the combat is
That
really
is a
stiff.
fucked up typewriter. Who would type like that?
Oh.
Why would you type in a circle? That just seems uncomfortable.
Welcome back to the
maybe not
Empire of the
that bad.
Isles, a rich Victorian-inspired fantasy world with a distinct style and an exotic.
I mean, if you're
cast
one of those
of
people
characters.
that does this.
For Dishonored 2, we wanted to.
Well, here's the
explore
actual
a location,
in-game engine.
Karnaka, the jewel
Yeah, we're
of the
gonna see
South.
some
Yeah, there we go.
Our approach
That
to
looks
world
more like the
creation is very
Dishonored
layered.
I know.
Our art
Yeah.
and design teams work together to create
me,
a
that looks
strong
like Unreal
sense of
4.
place with a well-realized culture.
Yeah, it does. Look at
It's
that
based on
blood
the
and
people
that,
living
and
there,
that
the work
great.
they do, the architecture, economy, the climate, even the food and songs.
Which I feel like that would be heresy at Bethesda.
Why is that?
Because they have the creation engine, and then they have id Tech. Why would they use Unreal?
Is Arcane Studios still actually owned by them, or are they just making games
Yeah,
for?
they're owned
for
by
them?
Bethesda, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, I know
In
the
order to
last
bring Karnaka
Dishonored
to
was
life,
Unreal,
we've created
so
a custom game engine designed to
True.
support that signature art direction and level design.
they're saying it's custom
we
game
wanted
engine,
Dishonored
so
2 to resemble a painting in
Okay.
motion. So we've given considerable
dear
thought
God.
to our lighting and the way it plays across every surface. We've created custom tools to support the interruptible, real-time narrative scenes necessary for a stealth simulation. And the same is true for our approach
That
to
thing's
audio,
weird as hell looking.
both in terms of
Yeah.
atmospherics and stealth gameplay.
looks like an enemy from like
All of these
Castlevania.
details make Karnaka more
The
vivid
weird
thanks to our
bird
new technology,
Yeah.
skeleton
which
thing.
we call the
Yeah,
Void Engine.
it's kind of creepy.
Wow, they're doing clean power despite all the blood and pestilence
Gore.
going around.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, this is gonna keep one thing good going for you.
Hey, they never said that, you know, wind is actually what powers those
And
things.
crafting spaces for you to explore. We've
Fair
got
enough.
several
It could
creative
be the
goals.
blood of the
We
fools
want
who
the
tried
environment to
escaping.
feel coherent and complete, plausible. Where do these characters live and how do they get to work? Is there a viable pathway that makes sense? Where do they take their breaks or stop for lunch? But it goes further than that. For Dishonored 2, we felt compelled to ask
Oh, I'm
ourselves
sure
about
your
the
place is
history
probably
of a
better
given
in
street or
Hellcrafty.
shop. What was there a decade before the player arrives in Karnaka? Often you can see the layers of history, watermarks on the wall from past floods, peeling posters and advertisements from years ago. We want every market, every alley to tell a story, and to offer you the chance to see something novel. or
Nope,
intriguing.
nothing for Elder Scrolls 6. They just showed a bunch of online stuff.
Ain't gonna be no 6 yet, but
Yeah, I don't think they will yet. Sorry, I'm trying to do stuff.
Dishonored 2 starts and ends in Dunwall, but most of
Right
the
now, it
action
doesn't look
takes
too good.
place
Looks
here
like you're
in
doing something to
Karnaka.
Steve.
Whatever. Steve enjoys it.
Just bobble your head up and down. Everybody will be like, what the hell?
All right, there you go. Your first look at Dishonored 2.
Is that better?
Thank you. On
No, it
behalf
just
of
looks
all
like
my
you got
teammates
caught
at
like
Arcane
Miyamoto
and
got caught
beyond, we worked
masturbating.
so hard to bring this to you, and my dear friend Rafael Colantonio, thank you so much for all the passion
Oh,
you've given the
hey,
game.
didn't see you there.
In the first Dishonored game, you played Corvo Itano, falsely accused of killing the Empress, the woman he loved and was sworn to protect. And you were blamed for the abduction of their daughter, Emily Caldwin. After escaping on the night of his execution, Corvo
Well,
was
it's all
gifted
in
with
stream.
supernatural powers and
Oh, the
dedicated
best thing
himself
about
to
that is
avenging
that
the death of the Empress
it made
and restoring
Nintendo so
young
mad. They're
Emily
like,
to the throne.
you have to take your video down. Why? You can't
Yeah.
be making
We
jokes
began to
about
work on
Miyamoto
Dishonored 2, a
masturbating.
single
Okay,
question
sorry.
haunted us.
He's apparently
What
Christ
became
over
of
there.
Emily Caldwin?
Oh, he
How
is.
would her experiences affect
that
her,
makes
and what kind of ruler would she become?
no one's gonna be paying attention to this.
We envisioned Emily grown up, 25 years of age.
Praise the sun.
And then we began to imagine what she'd be like as a heroic figure, as someone fighting for her life against the forces
Hey,
of
keep that
deceit. We developed a vision for Emily Caldwin that excited us, and at E3 last year, we shared that vision with the world. Dishonored 2 is set 15 years after
Really? I thought that was
Emily
Australia,
Caldwin
Crafty.
rules the Empire, watched
Like how
over by
Steve
her
is
father,
just
Corvo
watching it
Itano.
from his tablet.
Yeah.
Poor Steve.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
Also, just
I mean,
let's throw
Steve,
this
you can
in.
plug your microphone in there.
Loyal
Oh,
subjects,
good point.
we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory
Apparently
survive for the
Bethesda
ages.
is going to be putting Fallout Shelters on the PC.
Tired, Father.
Every year,
Good.
I think the
They
anniversary
should.
of Jessamine's death.
Honestly, I
PC.
just want everything on PC, personally, but that's just me.
Well, everybody wants everything on everything.
You're still learning.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the rabble rousers, and we'll catch
So is that Corvo
eventually.
that she's talking
Maybe.
to?
People are saying
Yeah, look.
these
Voice sounds
assassinations
familiar.
are a misguided effort to protect me.
Maybe not.
Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
There's an extremely slow scooter going down my road. I just had to look. I was like, that's a strange thing to see here.
A scooter?
Yeah.
When an otherworldly usurper seizes the throne, the fate of the Empire is left hanging in the balance. Dishonored 2 offers you the choice of playing as Empress Emily Kaldwin or the Royal Protector, Corvo Itano. Emily and Corvo are both fully voiced this time.
Was Corvo in that
with their
voice
own
before?
Perspectives and emotional responses
It wasn't
to
fully.
the events
I mean, it sounds
fully.
like him, but I don't know if it's actually the
Whether you
voice
choose to
actor.
play, whoever you choose to play, you've got to flee Dunwall, your home, and travel to Karnaca in order to unravel the threads of a conspiracy
Yes,
and
this is
take
the
back
worst.
what's yours.
It rains spider in Australia, okay?
When it hails, what does it hail?
I mean, it's just cool that they added parkour to this.
Oh, I actually like parkour.
Yeah.
You know what? This actually, like,
Dishonored is known for
Dishonored
unscripted,
requires
simulation-driven
parkour.
missions where
In the
no
first
two
one, it
players
wasn't
ever
as
have the
pronounced,
same
but
experience.
I wanted that.
Oh yeah, it
There are
needs to
many
be in
pathways
there.
to
I agree.
explore as you penetrate well-defended locations, numerous ways to find and eliminate nefarious targets. In crafting the missions for Dishonored 2,
All right,
put a much
Viking.
greater emphasis
Take her easy.
on big, interesting
Later.
themes, either from a gameplay or fictional standpoint, making each mission a
What do you
wildly
think,
unique
Steve?
place to explore.
About what?
I'll explain a little
Dishonored
bit more
2.
about that.
Kissing.
Today we're going to show you the Dust District,
La,
an
la, la, la.
industrial ruin ravaged by terrible storms that
Make this
London
look as awkward as possible on the camera.
Kiss, kiss,
In
kiss.
the Dust
Now
District,
kiss.
a militant religious faction called the Overseers is at war with the Howler Gang. The leaders of both factions are trying to take each other down. You can side with the Overseers or the Howlers or neither. There are many ways to complete the mission.
He told Viking to take
Still
it
on
east.
the boat.
You can side with both of them, or you can kill both of them.
I like killing everybody. Personally.
Yeah, you do.
Everything you see here is rendered in the Void Engine, designed to create atmospheric
So it's
and
called the Void
exploration-rich
Engine.
spaces.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wonder what engine it's actually based off of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gonna go probably Unreal.
Oh, they're thinking Unreal, Steve, that it's based off of.
To reach our target,
Well, it's the Void
Vice
Engine,
Overseer
but what is
Vern,
the Void
we've got
Engine
to get
based
past
off
a
of?
Grand Guard checkpoint sealed off by a wall of
I
light.
mean, they have all the source code for
A cruel security
attack.
device reinstated by the Duke of Serkonos.
If we see any pop in on textures, then we know.
Ouch.
Hallucinogenic powder the Howlers use, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds.
Only the most geeky people in the game industry would understand that joke.
And does it use mecha textures?
I'm looking for really terrible low-res pens and spoons all over the place.
That is probably Unreal then.
We've made much greater use of vertical
looks good.
space for Dishonored 2, encouraging players to explore the rooftops
Then again, I don't
above the
know.
streets.
Their art style, it might be hard to tell.
Yeah. It still kind of looks like it has a little bit of that painted look to it.
It does. Yeah. This makes me happy. I was
Yeah.
a little worried.
I mean, like, the trailer was cool, but it didn't look like Dishonored to me. This
It
looks
didn't
like
feel like Dishonored, yeah.
This does look like it.
Yeah. Has the same like weird proportions for people, like the huge guy with the huge jaw.
Yeah.
Right there. That she's gonna
Almost
push
like
off.
kind of a Team Fortress-y looking character.
Yeah, right.
The storm alters visibility for the AI and for the player. A
This
random
will only
storm
happen
significantly
once for
comments
5
on it.
minutes in the entire game.
Many of the
Probably,
security devices in Dishonored 2 are powered by wind. a unique feature of Karnaca. So here we're switching off the windmill to get through the wall of light. There'll be a lot going on in this next fight. Drop attack, guards climbing and vaulting, combat choke, and Emily using far reach to pull an
Please tell me there's
whale
not
oil
hay down
tank
there.
toward her from a distance.
Nope, just a person.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Oh God.
Oh, that was weird looking.
That's cool. Was that
Oh,
lens
that's
flare?
They look like a lens flare, didn't it?
Damn it, JJ. Leave my video games alone.
She's just gonna toss him off. Yup. Oh no.
Honestly, Casper, I'm thinking it's looking pretty cool.
All right, let's jump
It's looking a lot
closer
more
to our
faster and
target
fluid than
Vice
Dishonored
Overseer
1 was.
Yeah, I agree.
The Overseers are fighting the Howler Gang for the hearts and minds of the people of Karnaca. What happens here will influence Karnaca's future and the endgame.
Shot him in the dick.
Aww.
That was kind of heartless. Damn.
I gotta be so heartless. That's weird. Auto aim.
We're going to use Emily's mesmerize
That's
power
weird.
to lull a group of Overseers into a stupor.
I think in this game it's not that big of a
evading
deal.
combat altogether.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mesmerized, they won't notice Emily or even remember that she was here.
Apparently your sister can't even watch E3 right now.
Aw.
I feel like we should switch headphones, that way they can hear you as well.
Objects from a distance, but also enemies, so you can finish them off in
Oh, we'll communicate to Steve through you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that was cool.
Yeah.
This time, all of Emily's powers, which are new, and all of Corvo's can be
I like
fully
seeing what people
upgraded
take
using
away
entirely
from all the
new skill
demos.
trees,
You can even
giving
poke
you
people in the eye
ability
with a
to
sword.
customize more deeply.
Man, they added lens flares. Fuck.
If you're new to the
So
Dishonored
is
series,
it
it's all
supposed to be
about
the slow?
options and
Yeah,
exploration, playing at your own
stealth
pace.
is very
The game
important
has
in
many
Dishonored.
different
That's why it might
pathways
feel
through
kind of
each
slow.
mission,
Yeah.
and also different approaches
Dishonored
to
was
stealth or
easily
combat,
one of the best
lethal or
games when it
non-lethal,
came out
and
a couple
wider
years
range
ago.
of-
It's still
wider
pretty
range
good
of
to play,
powers
to be honest
that
with
will
you.
dramatically
It's a very
change
good
the
game.
experience
I
of
wouldn't
the
give it as
player.
high of praise as Nick, but it
We're
was
very
very
close
good.
to Vice Overseer Burn's
It's...
office now.
If you ever played like the old games like Thief or stuff like that, it's more like that.
Yeah, except good.
Thief wasn't
Everybody
bad.
let me feel the hate for me crapping on Thief.
Actually, Thief is still pretty good. There's some pretty good mods out there for Thief too to make it more modern.
Byrne is giving a briefing
That's
using
true.
a projector. We're going to plant a stun mine and then link several of the Overseers with Emily's domino power. So that whatever happens to one of them will happen to
She's
all
going
of
to play
them. They share the
dominoes?
same fate.
Domino. Bow, ba-dow, ba-dow, bow.
At least they're adding new powers.
Yeah.
Switching off the projector
I haven't seen her
will
do a
attract
blink
Vice
once.
Overseer Burns' attention, and
It's
when
true.
the mine affects one Overseer, it will
Oh,
affect
right
all
there.
of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Well, she doesn't have a blink. She has more like a weird,
teleporter.
stretchy
Yeah.
arm
Stretchy
thing.
cloth arm thing.
Yeah. Her power's a little different.
Yeah.
The fuck?
There are many
Oh,
creative
okay.
ways to use domino.
Tased.
Now we're going to show you Shadow Walk, another key power for Emily.
Oh my god, it's a shadow baby.
Oh God.
That's brutal.
Shadow Walk is useful for stealth and combat. You saw it in the
That's pretty cool.
announced
That
trailer
was
that we
cool.
made for the game. And you
Very
can
cool.
fully
Shadow
use it
Baby
to
of Doom.
like all powers, it can be upgraded
For some
in a
reason, it
variety
reminded me of
ways.
Darkness.
With Vice Overseer
Yeah.
Byrne out of the picture, the leader of the Howlers will owe Emily a
Yeah,
favor,
kind of.
and that's just one way to complete
That's a great
the Dust
game,
District
too.
mission.
Mm-hmm.
Casper,
closing
you know,
today,
honestly, consoles
we
have their
wanna
place.
demonstrate another
For
signature
me, the reason I'm
environment
on
from a mission
PC
called
is just
A
the
Crack in
sheer
the
number of
Slab.
games I play. It's actually cheaper that way.
Another example of the
So
missions in Dishonored 2 and how they're built around big,
it
interesting
depends on how
Also,
much
I
you
mean,
play.
Also, part of it
This
is
mission
you have to
takes
be
place in a ruined
kind of into
manor that's
hardware a
been
little
sealed
bit
for
to
several
be in
years.
PC. If you
At
really
the
don't care that
start,
much about the
outsider
hardware,
appears and
just care about the
explains that
games,
reality
and
was warped
console's
inside
perfectly
this
fine.
place after an occult event. Your
Yeah,
supernatural
sorta.
powers won't work inside the manor, and even time behaves strangely, allowing you to travel back and forth between the ruined present and
Whose
the
dog is
past,
losing
when the
mind?
manor was lavish
that
and
would be
refined.
mine. I'm sorry, not much I can do about it.
You have a dog?
It's not my dog. It's people I live with's dog.
Oh.
Here we're in the present, when the manor's in ruins.
Maybe.
Whoa, that's cool.
Well,
Nice
that's cool.
transparency, yeah.
That is really flipping cool.
Now
You can flip and
backwards,
go
years into the
through
future.
time.
Wow. That is awesome.
What the hell?
I want to play this game now.
That is sweet. Oh.
Looking through the lenses
That's
of
what
the
it
outsider's
is.
timepiece,
See alternate
you can see
timelines
the alternate
through there.
timeline. This is useful
That
for
is
solving
awesome.
puzzles, as you've seen.
No
but it
way.
can also be used to avoid or take down enemies.
Yes way, okay.
You can watch enemies in the alternate
Oh
timeline.
man, I about
and
jumped
then
already
step
just
through
from
to
seeing
execute
that
your
guy in the
plans.
freaking reflection. I was like, oh crap!
Kill the guy over at the bottom of the pass.
Imagine being that guy.
Man, this
oh,
is
shit,
like
where the hell did you come from?
this is almost like some Portal shit right here.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Steve? Oh god, what happened?
Man,
Who
I
killed
wonder.
you?
Just like thinking about how they're rendering that is breaking my head.
Yeah.
We hope you're gonna love
Yeah.
the game as much as we do.
Might be like simultaneous.
Thank you,
Like,
thank you.
Not, but like they just simultaneously are keeping
Pastor,
track
once again,
of where
give a
everything
shout out to
is.
my
Yeah,
team.
it's-
but only
They worked
rendering
so hard,
through
and
that
they are
lens.
so passionate
So
about the game and the first game. They're
It looks like
really
it's almost
ready
like
for you to get it.
superimposing
You guys to get your hands
the
on
outside,
it.
the other
You don't have
world
to wait
onto
long.
as like a texture on
all
that.
of you can leave your
It's
mark
weird.
on the Empire of the Isles.
Yeah, kind of.
Because
That's one way to
Dishonored 2
do it.
will release
Yeah.
on PlayStation 4,
Well, yeah, it's
the
probably
Xbox One, and
using
PC,
a
November
camera
11th, 2016.
in that part of the engine or game or whatever, rendering it.
It
Before I
comes
go, I
up
got one more thing
near
for
the
you.
end of the year.
This is
November
the worldwide
11th.
launch of the
November 11th,
Dishonored
yeah.
2 gameplay trailer. You're seeing it here.
Damn it!
first.
There's not enough
Good
money
night.
in the world.
Yeah. I want the game now.
Yeah.
No.
Give me the game.
Oh, damn it.
That's pretty sweet. I'm excited. I'm excited. I got the hype. I'm feeling the hype.
I am.
Now that like Bethesda's batting 1,000 on good games so far. So
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, again, last year was really good. This year, I mean, they know what we're looking for.
yeah.
They get it.
I just wonder who's on their payroll that gets it. I hope they never
Adam,
leave.
I don't know.
I don't know. He worked on Evil Within.
Evil Within's good. It's a weird version of the song.
Yeah. Everybody talk, so we don't get copyrighted. La 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 la.
The murder, the slicing.
There's so much
So much murder.
Pretty alley. That's an interesting train.
Yeah. Ooh,
Whoa.
carts. Kart racing.
Dude.
Whoa. Putting down wood
Whoa.
tiles. That's a nice ring you got there.
Put on the god ring.
Uh-huh. That's a pretty bird. Pretty bird. Shadow baby again.
Shadow baby.
The weird thing
Sorry,
is,
too much
this is
game
supposed to be in a new engine. I'm actually seeing things that look like assets that they used in the last game over again.
They might have.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
I mean, they can easily do that. You just put it in a new
Like a giant robot. Okay, so the giant robots can have more than one bladed arm. Okay, those could be difficult.
yeah.
What is going on there?
All the
Going into
flipping
the world.
stealthy robots they had in the last game were cool as hell looking.
They were cool.
Yeah.
Bringing that back.
I'm having like a brain overload right now, trying to absorb all this.
Seems like they're going a lot more into the supernatural.
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
have a little bit more.
More supernatural. I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with
Sci fantasy.
sci fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Casper? If you want to give me the money to fight the copyright strike, you can listen to the
Can I
song.
please have another
Right.
for the very shy and took off Harvey Smith.
So far, we're not fooled. Yay.
Yeah.
And
It won't
everyone
be
at
later.
Arcane Studios, those guys are fantastic. They've been working
Yeah.
their butts off. Now, one of the things that Dishonored fans have been asking about a lot is whether or not we're going to do a collector's edition.
Of course,
So
a
tonight,
collector's
I'm
edition.
happy to
Probably with
confirm
the
that,
mask.
Yes.
Knew it!
A limited number of Dishonored 2 collector's editions.
It comes with 2 masks.
I would get a collector's
a very
edition.
cool replica of Corvo's mask as well as
Emily's
Emily's ring, and it'll be
It's really a
available
toss-up if you get a
for
disc
retailers
nowadays.
around the globe, but
That's
supplies
true.
are limited, and as we saw with Fallout 4 last year, and you know who you are, they go out quickly. So, if you want one, I suggest
It's
that
not
you
as cool as a
pre-order
Pip-Boy.
one before
No.
they all go away.
I don't really care
if you
about that,
pre-order
really,
or
honestly.
digitally pre-purchase any version of
No,
Dishonored
the
2
mask.
for a limited time only, you will get a free copy of Dishonored Definitive Edition, which includes the original, critically acclaimed game plus
Yeah,
all
actually,
of the
Shelby
add-on
just finished
content
the Definitive
remastered
Edition.
for the current generation of consoles.
From what I can tell, it's just the game is running at 1080 60. I think on the consoles. That's about it.
They did a couple things here and there. Digital Foundry did a video on it. They added some parallaxing into textures and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
There are wonderfully talented, dedicated people working hard every day to build games that thrill and inspire all of us. And I want to take a moment to recognize and thank the entire Bethesda team and all of our studios. So if you take a look, you'll see teams from all over the world who are joining us now. Would you please welcome me? Would you please join me in thanking them all for their incredible and dedicated
Great job, guys. Steve, you clapping? Steve, you
job.
Steve is
Put
not
your
having any of
tablet
our
down.
shit.
Fuck you guys, I'm enjoying this.
Okay, now everybody get back to making the game. No, fuck
you very
off.
much. That was-
Show's over.
So, from Quake Champions to Dishonored 2,
It's all like they're
Scrolls
all
Legends
like
to Prey,
Bethesda's
plus all of the
based
new
in
content
Maryland,
for
so they're all
Doom,
like
The Elder Scrolls
really late
Online,
right now.
Fallout 4,
Yeah, it is
Fallout
really late,
Shelter,
Like at 2 o'clock in the
and The
morning.
latest in virtual
2
reality
o'clock?
gaming.
Nah, they probably
This
live
should
there.
be another big year for Bethesda.
Yeah.
Now, this has already been a great
Man,
night.
if I worked
We
for
want to
Bethesda, I'd live
commemorate
there.
this moment, and
I'd be there
I
every
wanna give you
waking
guys something
hour working
special
on
to
crap.
remember it by. So for
All
all of you
the
here in
stream,
Los
rest in
Angeles,
peace,
when you
huh?
leave tonight, you'll get a special T-shirt.
Rip stream.
Ours or theirs?
No, I still got
Commemorating
us.
this event
looking
and all of the
at
games
ours.
that we've shown.
Yeah,
For
ours
those of
is
you
looking
watching the
fine.
stream at home,
It's a little
Adam will have
choppy.
T-shirts to give
Maybe
away, so
Crafty,
keep watching for a chance to get yours.
Lost connection with somebody.
And that is everything we have to show you from this stage. So if you're here with me in the hangar, you
Therapy
can head over
says
to the other
refresh.
side of the lot. If you're watching online, don't go anywhere. Adam and Morgan are about to take over the
I always
second
say
half of the
refresh.
stream. For
So
the
we
rest
wanna
of our
stick around
showcase,
for
from all
Adam
of
and
us at
Morgan?
Bethesda, thank you all so much for playing our games and joining us. That's it for me. Have a great night. Adam and Morgan, take it away.
Oh, there goes Steve.
All right, thank you so much, Pete, and hello, everyone. I am Adam Sussler, and along with Morgan
We
Webb,
can't mistake
I'll be
you.
here at BE3 Plus.
I think we just lost
interviewing the developers behind the games you
No.
just saw. That's Prey,
Internet.
Dishonored 2,
Betcha.
Quake Champions to Doom, Fallout, and so much more. We're going to be bringing you exclusive info straight from the source. But
Cool.
do not forget to follow us on Twitter.
See?
That's
Totally works.
Bethesda, and using the hashtag BE3. We even
All
have a very
right,
cool
so let's
t-shirt
see.
for
What did we see
in-person
tonight? We
function
saw Quake.
ask on the air. But right now,
Got
we're here
announced.
at the
Quake
Elder Scrolls
Champions,
pub.
which
There's
looks like
beer,
a multiplayer.
massive turkey legs, because that's
Oh,
what
okay.
everyone ate in medieval fantasy times.
Let's see,
Anyway,
what else
I am
did we
here with
see?
the Elder Scrolls Online's creative director, Matt
Yeah, we
Feiler.
really did
So
lose
good
Joe,
to
didn't
see
we?
you.
Yeah, we
And
did. Because
congratulations.
like Joe just said
So,
was saying
Elder Scrolls
something and
Online
his
has had
internet just
a
cut.
very big
Yeah.
year last year in 2015. I
We've
know
lost
you're
Joe.
making sure it's going to have just as big a year in 2016. But you really
Collector's edition on Dishonored 2, yes. It comes with a mask.
What inspired you to do
It comes
that?
with Corvo's
And how did
mask.
you prioritize
Yeah.
what you wanted to do with
And like a
After
poster.
PC launch,
Mhm.
you know, we looked at
Get
the
a
feedback,
box,
and we
a
knew we had some
couple
work
of
to do.
discs
So
with
we
probably
actually
the
sat
game
down
on
and
it,
thought
and then a
about,
poster,
what
and
is
then
the
his
common
mask
theme in the
on a little
feedback?
pedestal thing.
What is it that players are looking for? And we kind of came up with a list of things that for
Let's see. I wonder if he knows he crapped out.
you know, give more freedom
I
to
don't
the player
think
to
he
do
did.
things. So you saw things like the justice system, where you could be a criminal if you wanted. Things like the champion system, where you
Yeah.
could actually make your character more powerful at endgame.
Right now it says he's offline, so his internet must have went out.
We just announced one
Oh well.
which is kind of
We lost Joe. He was here
Yeah.
until the end.
basically the common feature was make it more like an Elder Scrolls game.
Every
Make it
time.
more
Well,
like
anyways, well, I'll talk a little bit about what we saw tonight, but then after that, I'm gonna roll out if he doesn't show up.
for those
Um,
getting ready to play it, what can
So the only
Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood.
Like, they showed some really cool stuff. Like, Dishonored 2 looks really cool. Yeah, I am no ES6, which I'm not surprised because they've been doing ESO Online, or Elder Scrolls Online. And it's the same studio, so I wasn't expecting it. I think a lot of people like me, like I said at the start, it's time. It's been 5 years. Instead, we're getting a remaster of Elder Scrolls 5, which it just looks like it's got some mods added to it. So just not a whole lot there that's terribly fascinating to me. I don't know. Jeremy, do you feel like you'd play another Elder Scrolls 5 again if it was redone?
No.
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't. I played it once, and I'd throw mods on it, and then I would play it, but I'm not gonna be like, it's officially remade.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. So for me, it's... I don't know why bring that out. I can't imagine that's going to sell very well. Like, that's a huge investment to ask people to play. Like, all that again.
Oh, wow. Applejack.
Oh, come on. Bethesda's awesome.
That was pretty quick assumption. We were just doing the one. ES5.
Hey, to be fair, Apple, they're no WB.
Yeah. You released the game and it was crap. It was broken on release.
Yeah. Like everything they release.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, they didn't show a whole lot. They just kind of like reiterated on stuff they had. They showed like one new expansion for
ESO.
Yeah.
For ESO Online.
Yeah, Casper. They're doing a remastered Elder Scrolls 5. No, it's not mods. It just looks like mods. Like, so yeah, I have to explain. On PC, like you can do like graphical mods for, you know, and it doesn't look much better than something that PC gamers have already been able to add in. Are you trying to tell me WB's better than Bethesda? Because I'm going to say you're off your rocker.
How much drugs have you been doing, son?
Yeah.
Wow, Applejack's all like, oh,
yeah, he's just in here to hate, so I'm just waiting for him to say something, then I can ban him.
Oh, so you want to strap a rocket to his back?
Yeah. EA's not that bad.
They're okay, because I have had to use EA support twice, and they've like been like really quick with me. So
yeah, EA's not that terrible. They're certainly not one of the best, but they're not one of the worst anymore.
Yeah, they worked.
Anyways, yeah, they just kind of showed Dishonored 2 is mostly what this felt like this is for. They kind of skipped over Quake. They just showed some CG, so.
They said, look, we're working on Quake, but really,
kind of.
Dishonored 2.
No, you can say whatever you want, Apple.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, from my point of view, I really like Bethesda games. I think they're pretty good. So anyways, I guess Joe's done for tonight. His internet probably crapped out or whatever, so I guess we'll call it here. Jeremy, you got anything you want to add?
Well, other than the fact that I really, really want to play Dishonored 2, because I have the original Dishonored. You know, I'm actually going to go dig up my Xbox 360. I'm going to go re-download that original game. I'm going to play it. I'm a suffer. I'm going to play it.
I don't know what you're so pissed about, Apple. Anyways, I'm not Bethesda support. I don't care. You can feel however you want. And yeah, CD Projekt Red's really cool too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow morning. I believe it's 9:30 for the Xbox conference. We'll see what games they unveil there. I really give a shit about the console, but that's me personally. Yeah.
I'm all about the game, so whatever they release, and they'll probably say like, we're coming out with a new Xbox. We already know what games. Come on.
And if you guys just happen to stumble here, follow me on Twitter at Cell Processing, and you can follow Tiermy at Tiermy.
Yep.
If you want to spell it, I don't know.
Yeah, it's TEROMEE. Yay! English.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you for joining. We'll probably have a similar setup for tomorrow, and I will see you later.
All right, guys.
But it's still
Peace.
exciting when you hear that reaction, right?